And I Murder speak for a moment.
Hello?
Cool. Okay, I was just testing input and output audio. Okay. So with that in mind, um, it's the morning of the next day. You guys have leveled. Um, Two of you are at the Sinclair estate. Two of you are at the Barrett Burrows. Um, what do you want to do?
Thank God that was him, not me.
I know, I thought it was me, and I was about to go,
Oh,
shit.
oh, oh! Did I cut out?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
stopped. You froze. I was
Oh,
like, oh fuck
You
my
straight up
internet.
disappeared.
okay. So I'll start that again. Two of you are at the Sinclair estate. The rest of you are at the Barrett Burrows. What does everyone want to do?
Is it
Real quick,
morning?
Petmore.
Yeah? What was that, zombie?
Sorry. So I got at the I had my strength zapped by the beholder. Was that restored on long rest?
Let me check. Uh, you recover one back per long rest, so it's down to
Cool.
-2.
Oh
Awesome.
boy.
Yeah, yeah, pretty rough, right?
You lost 3?
I'll put it this way: for the first time in a very long time, Carl had mortal strength. Because it's worth noting, he normally has 22.
Damn.
So he had 19.
How did he get 22? Carl, what did you do?
We don't ask questions of
Uh,
Carl. He has too many mysteries
Worked
to him.
out.
The
Patmore's
short
just
an-
been letting him. Patmore's
I-
just been letting him put his like free APIs into strength.
Yeah,
Up to a 24.
Strength is it's one of the weakest stats in the game. There's not a lot of skills attached to it. It's basically just a combat stat. And because of that, I'm okay with strength being higher than 20. Where I'm not happy with Dex being higher than 20 because Dex is half the skills in the game, plus the most common save, plus damage. And he's a fighter paladin barbarian. He deserves to be strong. Anyway, so with that in mind, what's everyone doing?
Is it morning?
Yeah, it's morning. You guys have leveled. It's a new day. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to roll Fergus points for the day.
Did I hear any commotion last night after I got dumped with chalk
Can I have
and then had to take a second bath?
disadvantage perception check?
Sure. 10.
10. No. Okay, Fergus lost a point last night.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. He can just consume Selwyn or something.
No.
I had just cleared him as a suspect. How dare you do this to me?
I have no regrets. So, yeah. Do you guys want to meet up at Emmy's house, or do you guys want to start murdering people randomly? What's the plan?
Yeah, the
well,
second one.
I am not there to tell Murder or Mark to stop it.
Okay, well,
Does anything of note happen as we get up and get ready to leave the Sinclair estate?
breakfast is offered.
Okay. I'll take some.
Sure.
Is Fergus there?
Yeah,
Okay.
he made it.
So,
It's
Fergus,
juice, porridge, and tea or coffee.
Nice.
He would make more,
Like-
but he's, one-handed.
I do have to ask because I'm nosy, and you know this.
You could
Either
also
you have
not ask.
But I'm nosy, so I'm going to ask.
How?
You
What's your
do you have
price
a
for not
child
asking?
here? Really?
I
Why
have two
don't you-
children here right now.
Okay.
At
Why are you
least.
hiding them?
No, I was just being mean. I was talking about you two.
It's a bit rude.
Very
I know.
rude.
I just made breakfast.
Someone eating his
Just
porridge on the
enjoy.
other side of the
I'm
table.
eating
That's a
the
bit
porridge. And
He's the
drinking
one that
his
called
coffee,
us children.
And
Yes.
I spent all night snooping in his house.
I don't know that.
oops.
I'm just saying, unless you're the one who did the bucket full of chalk that made me have to take a second bath.
Yep, that was me.
You're lying, and you don't do it well either.
Hmm.
Could have been Fergus. It's quiet.
Person you'd least suspect. In my line of work, it's better not to let certain information out.
Okay.
And as you said, you're nosy. I would give you an inch, and you would take my library.
Yeah, who
I
would do that?
I would never take your library.
That was a euphemism for. Okay. Anyway, what's the plan today?
Well, I'm really hoping that we're not under arrest or anything like that for anything that happened last night.
Look, you guys can talk to the officials and say that you helped do all of that and maybe get a ceremony out of it and maybe get arrested for causing it, or you can just pretend you don't know anything about it and let bygones be bygones.
It's
Let's
really
pretend.
hard to pretend that we don't know anything about it when we're the ones that ran up and said, "You have to prepare."
Yeah, but most of the people we said that to died.
Exactly. And it's not like they're gonna go looking in the poor district for us. So I'll just head back to my place next.
And there's always people who are willing to take credit for this. You know, if you don't take credit, the Royal Guard will.
That's fine with me.
Just depends whether or not you want to have a ceremony with a man who's more interested in staring in the mirror all day. Not that sort of
Does that
mirror,
sound like
Annie.
something? Does that sound like something that we would be interested in? I mean, really.
No? Jumping to the Barrett estate, Fergus, sorry, not Fergus, Carol and Mark, you guys wake up spooning in the bed. Carl is Big Spoon.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
I'm not even. I don't care enough. He's gonna sleep in
How late?
Oh.
as late as he's allowed to by God himself.
Okay. Carl, what are you doing?
I'll make breakfast. Why not?
Okay. You find no food in the pantry?
No, we restocked. Nix and
Okay.
I went grocery shopping.
Okay, you find a bunch of groceries.
Gonna take about a quarter of that and try to make something.
Okay, do you want to roll me a survival check? Okay.
Burn down the house. Not really.
No, that would be a 1.
So like almost. You're 2 off.
You... Hang on, I'm going to see if I can find a gif of this. Oh, we just got a cat.
We did. Hi. How's it going?
How's work?
It sure was.
We decided to start
It
without you
happened.
because
But,
we knew there was half a chance you were going to be late.
Yes, please do that. On the bright side, I think my schedule will be sorted out by like the week of the 22nd. So that's what I'm shooting for.
How likely do you think that will be?
Like 95% sure.
Okay. Carl is making breakfast.
Good for Carl.
Very well, with a strong 5.
Now, Kat,
So he's made something.
you arrived just at the right time to avoid me having to describe what Callista was doing. So what's Callista doing while Carl is making this? I'm posting what his work looks like once it actually loads and isn't fighting me. Okay. Yeah. So Kat, his meal is about to appear in Discord. So while he's working on that, what are you doing?
Oh, beautiful. I mean, I would say I'm going out for coffee, but we
Okay.
have to roll whenever we walk around the city. So
Yeah,
maybe
but
I
what's the
don't do that.
chances?
Like 1 in 100.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Hey, sure. I'm gonna go get coffee. Does anyone want anything?
Mark is sleeping in, so he can't answer. Carl, you're in the kitchen. What do you say?
You know what? Yes, please.
Sounds good. I'll get a coffee to go for Mark as well, just in
Okay.
case.
Can I have a
Maybe some
D100?
food.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Carl.
Sorry. Maybe some food too.
I mean, your thing looks lovely, but if you insist, absolutely.
Yeah, that's not.
You
Be sure you
notice-
put a little rat poison in there.
You notice in the corner of your eye, you see it start scurrying across the table.
Ah,
Got
good.
a little bit of zip, huh?
The first combat encounter of the day.
Earl's sandwich.
Maybe we
Uh,
don't need coffee after all.
There might be a whole rat in there.
Oh boy.
Just the whole thing. It's not even dead.
I'll get breakfast sandwiches for the group, you know?
It's a rat
egg
between
roll-ups.
2 buns of bread with some salad on it.
He jumps off the table. Starts fleeing
At this
for the
point,
door.
it's got free will. Like, yeah, at this point, it's got free will. That's none of my business. I'll just open the door for it. Like, here you go, little guy.
Be free.
It'll run for freedom. The rat witch rides again.
Godspeed, little rat witch.
Okay, so anyway, Kat, mark off 6 silver if you're buying food for the 3 of you and a drink each.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, yeah, the rat weird. You know, there. This won't be too much of a tangent, but there is a stat block called Rat King. So with that in mind, you guys have coffee and breakfast. Mo, do you get up or do you just let it get cold next to you?
Yeah, I guess I'll get up.
Do the thing where you, like, wave it under his nose to wake him up.
Smelling
Like,
salts, but
coffee.
Now, I just want to add for the record, Moto, a fact that you introduced very early in the campaign. Doesn't Mark have chronic sleep fighting?
Not tonight.
So you weren't punching Carl all night?
No.
Okay.
He lost a little too much blood to be punching Carl all night.
Okay. Oh, sure.
This was more a coma than a sleep.
So-
Oh, yeah. He just sort of like... He blacked out before they even got to Selwyn's house, dude. As far as Mark is concerned, he appeared in the bed.
So, you guys have breakfast. You have coffee. What are you doing? What's the plan now?
No fucking idea.
I mean, I guess go link up with Nix and Selwyn.
But it's
We gotta
such a
do that.
quiet morning.
So I will.
I'm back.
You've already had your coffee in Danish.
Okay, so we'll quickly jump back to the dynamic duo. After that's you two. After breakfast, do you guys head straight back, or do you guys do anything on the way?
We'll head straight back.
Could I have a D100 from one of you?
Can we stop to get some, like, candy or something?
Why?
Why not?
Okay.
You make a fair
Convinced me.
point.
Selwyn is such a suspicious mess at this point.
Like, do you have something
You-
against candy?
I've got my bags have bags under my eyes right now. That is how tired I am.
Okay, Emmy, roll a D100.
Sure.
Just gonna add candy to my inventory.
Okay, how much candy do you want to buy?
Given how I'm sure Carl puts away candy, I'm gonna buy a couple pounds of candy. Just
If you
want to
buy like a backpack full of candy, mark down 6 silver. And
Okay.
you can have the equivalent of 30 rations of candy.
Cool.
Jesus.
And when I say rations, I don't mean like 30 uses of candy. I mean enough candy to feed a man for 30 days.
Solid.
Cool.
Okay.
I do that. Don't judge me, Emmy.
I'm not. Trust me.
As you guys get to the the Barrett residence, you would see a rat and a sandwich running down the road.
Classic.
How big is the rat and how big is the sandwich?
It's pretty big.
Like,
Like the rat is probably like, like this big. Like it's if you saw this rat in an alley, you would step aside and let it pass.
It's like a sub. It's a sub of a rat sandwich, not
Yeah.
like a little itty bitty thing. It's like a full sub.
Like if you were to fight this in combat, the name that its attacks would have would be giant rat.
Oh no.
are we talking like rodents of unusual size? That's how big we're talking?
I'm talking about a small creature.
Okay.
Like a subway
In
foot
the-
long, but a rat.
In theory,
Is any-
a gnome could ride this.
Is anything chasing it?
I don't feel like anything would. To be honest.
It's on a
its own-
desperate bid for freedom right now.
It's
It's an
currently
apex
it is
predator.
currently chasing a dog.
With the sandwich in its mouth.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. Well, I go inside my house.
Are you sure you don't want to watch this? This is like better than a play.
It happens every day.
Does it? A rat chasing a dog with a sandwich in its mouth?
I thought it was a sandwich. I don't know.
It
it's
is.
No, it's wearing a sandwich, full on.
It is nibbling on the sandwich though.
Like,
it's multitasking.
Imagine a hamburger, right? Except there's like legs and a towel coming out of it.
Okay.
Welcome to Subway.
Don't say that. I love going to Subway. God
Right.
damn it.
It's now ruined. Anyway, so
Well, no, you eat fresh, right? You can't get fresher than that.
That's true.
Anyway. You would
Okay,
not
you-
believe
you-
what we just saw.
you enter the house.
I throw
guys.
candy at
Shouting.
people.
Really? What'd you see?
I give some candy to Carl. I saw a rat chasing a dog with a sandwich.
Nope. Yep. What about that one?
It's the world's a wonderful and marvelous place.
Yeah. Would you like some candy?
Oh, I'm okay. I just had an egg sandwich.
A what?
Oh, Callista, I got you a gift. 1 second.
Okay.
Here's a plastic
didn't-
explosive.
Thanks. I
30
love
books
those.
on the table.
What the fuck? Okay. Sure.
I think these might be illegal, but I figured you want to look at them.
I love illegal things.
Wait,
I
the
mean,
rat
I
was a
mean,
sandwich?
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of what
Yes.
it looked like, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
imagine not like sandwich art, it's a rat, and it's like stuck in a roll, but its legs are hanging out of it. Carol made food.
Carl stuck a rat between two slices of bread. Okay. Thank you. Did these come from your extraplanar field trip?
They did.
Okay.
Didn't we
Are
ask
they
about that?
cursed?
No.
No to
It's
both.
old. I don't know. It's not my
In the
area of
background-
expertise.
In the background,
Okay.
Mark's just like, thank God.
So what happened? Okay, no, let's back up. How long were you there?
Like 2 days.
Okay,
Or
you were
A
not
bit
gone
less
for
than 2 days.
you're not gone for 2 days.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Well, for me it was, so.
Okay. I just wanted
You had
to
a long
know.
2 days. You probably haven't slept in 2 days since when you got back.
Try 3 now, but yes.
Okay.
Well, you slept last night,
She wa-
didn't you?
Nightmares.
Do you want to take a power nap and then we can table this?
Here, let me. Do I just? You can see that my hand is heavily bandaged.
Oh boy.
What kind of nightmares?
The
Fantastic,
traumatic
like,
ones.
Ghost
Anyway,
question.
these books have something to do with the all-knowing mistress.
Okay.
Which one was that again? Is that the window one?
No, that's the nightmare lady. Do you mean
There's-
the dead god?
There's
Yeah, the
3
one
of
that
them?
got killed. Okay, I ended up in Slatefell.
What is that?
I'm just gonna mark roll on.
Okay, anyone who wants to roll a history check on Slatefell. Anyone who wants to roll religion on the knowing mistress. Carl, roll Eye of the World in both.
Alright,
Oh,
just
not
2
bad.
intelligence check.
Oh damn, Carl.
Jesus, Mark.
Mark's
back
just like, I've
asleep.
never heard of. Oh, holy. Mark doesn't give a shit this morning, gang.
So- Doing Mark first. First off, largely speaking, but Mark is aware of 1.5 gods ish. Everything else wasn't really covered in your education.
It's fair.
And you know, not really your country. Who gives a shit, right? You know, Slatefell. You know, like unless it's next to be conquered, you know, who gives a shit, right?
Mark just immediately zones out, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Actually, don't care.
You're paying about as much attention now as you did in school, man. It's like, yeah.
Just zoned out, eyes completely glazed over.
He somehow
Uh.
falls asleep standing up.
It's a skill.
Carol, I need a second Eye of the World.
Oh, okay.
So for okay, Carol, good
Okay.
job. So for okay, good on you, Carol. You're old highest on both.
Yep.
So for the history check, Slatefeld was the original capital of Madrigal. It was the founding capital. It's where the settlement, like the country, started from. When Slatefeld was destroyed, which was by a nearby dam breaking, and the settlement was buried underwater. Arcadia became the new capital. The knowing mistress was the original deity of the Madrigalian people, and it was for hundreds of years. It's in the last 100 years, it's been outlawed religion as Madrigal has went from a state that worshipped Knowing Mistress to a strictly atheist state.
So the worship was outlawed
Yeah, it's illegal to worship. Yeah.
in the country we're in.
No. In Madrigal, not Vermilion.
Okay,
And
I'm sorry.
neighbors.
Yeah.
I keep getting it mixed up.
Grey on the map
So-
is Madrigal, red is Vermilion,
Okay.
yellow is Solist, blue is the DMZ, green is Valinor.
And I'm guessing this is.
What are you pointing at?
I can't ping it.
Okay.
It's the little lake with the ruins in it.
Yeah, that's where Slatefeld was.
Okay. My Roll20 is having a moment, so my
That's all right.
apologies for interrupting, but I wanted to make sure I understood.
Yeah, my Roll20 was also having issues. Somehow it buried half of Murder's text because I was only getting the first few lines of it. Weird. Maybe they're currently updating it. Anyway, it's time for Cat's one. You know, I'm actually going to reset. But yeah, yeah, that's what you guys get for your checks. Emmy, continue.
What about the religion check?
That was knowing about the Knowing Mistress, which is an outlawed religion. Like, it's not worshipped anywhere because it wasn't a religion of other lands, and the one place that worshipped it outlawed it. It's a religion that has no churches currently.
It does suck to suck.
So, anyway, Emmy, continue.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah. I just ended up there. I took all these books. They were intact. Everything else was mostly ruined. A lot of skeletons, a lot of ghosts.
Oh, so you've had a day of it.
So I guess I'm
Every day.
confused. You were in this former capital on
Yeah.
this plane?
Yeah, it was like the only settlement I saw when I arrived. So I went towards it.
Then how did you get back here so fast?
I don't know, I just turned transparent and disappeared. So,
Ooh,
and then I ended up in a lake outside the city.
This lake?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that is
Did
interesting.
you speak to anyone while you were there, or like was there a voice in your head that you were responding to? Because sometimes they do that.
Voices in none in the noggin. I did do some speaking. I discovered no one really. I didn't have any common language with virtually anything when I was there.
Okay.
You. So. Okay. I'm guess I can. So you went into the city, you found the books, and then you left? Was the city intact?
Yeah, so it had a fence around it, like a cold iron one. Oh fuck, I left that open. I went inside. I originally left it open. I ended up getting attacked by something. It got handled.
Why would it matter if you left the cold iron fence open?
I think it was keeping everything on the plane out.
Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when it gets to it.
I don't think it'll hopefully not mean anything.
Selwyn, have you been with us for the last few months? It always comes back to bite us in the ass. Always.
But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm very glad you survived.
Yes,
I think there's some other things we have to worry about that might bite us later, but
there are many things in the process of biting us.
Yes. So I turn to look at Carl. Are there any other magical artifacts from that asshole wizard because we really need to talk about that.
That was unfun.
No, those are the only two things: the hammer and the uh, stone.
She's definitely squinting at him like,
Roll inside.
Carl's a hard man to read.
God damn it.
Carl,
I believe Carl.
if you're lying on the GM layer, roll deception.
1 second.
Why would Carl lie to us ever?
People are allowed to have their secrets.
Yeah,
so-
Carl's a really
Man, I wish
hard
I
man to
knew that.
read. You know, he's got those like weird eyes that never point in the same direction.
Did Selwyn say that in character? People are allowed to have their secrets.
Yeah, probably. I think I've said that before.
Okay, fine. People are allowed to have their secrets, but that one almost got us killed.
Yeah.
It
And Mark was,
maybe got me back though.
and
Maybe.
Mark.
Yeah, I think it did.
Mark kind of
gonna-
tunes back in at the mention of his name. What?
And I mean, Selwyn, you should give yourself more credit. You probably had the most to do with getting back, you know. And then Mark ended up on the plane
Yeah.
of air.
You okay, buddy?
Last thing I heard was fence.
Good to know that you're paying attention.
I'm still at fence. Where are we at right now?
We've gone past the fence. We did forget to close the fence, but we've gone past
Okay.
fence.
Whose fence
do you-
did we leave open?
The phase.
Yeah,
Oh,
just, like,
yeah, I let a guy
immediately
in
just
there.
tunes back out.
That's why I left it open. Because I disappeared before I could close it.
So there was a fence that was keeping the Fae out, and you let
Yeah.
the Fae in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to make sure that Selwyn never goes back to that place, because if they survive that, they're going to kill him.
No,
think
only
so.
only the elves will that are there.
Damn,
There are
that's
elves
crazy.
there.
Some
There
kind
are-
of them. I don't know.
Just
Oh,
were they-
oh. Does anyone speak Umbral?
What is Umbral?
I don't
Do
know.
I speak Umbral? What is Umbral?
No.
it's a language. If you don't know what it is, you don't speak it.
No, seriously. Like, for my... Is it like a regional language? Or is this a lore check?
it's like Sylvan. It isn't Sylvan, but it's like a cousin language to Sylvan. It is the language of the Shadowfae.
Can I just like commit to start learning languages in the background? Because I'm fucking
Yeah.
mad about it.
I kind of want to do the same.
You can.
like
Okay,
tongues.
so to start with, you need to get a book for that language. As you can, you're in a capital city, right? Then it's going to take 8 weeks. Now that time is reduced by your intelligence modifier. It is reduced by intelligence modifier times 3 days. So if it starts with 8 weeks and you have an intelligence of 5, you reduce it by 15 days.
So is it 8 weeks of
it's
sitting still?
no,
8
no,
hours
it's like
a
short
day,
rests.
or
like
okay.
long
Oh,
rest.
short
Like
rest
you
stuff.
spend your
Okay.
you spend your 2 hours that you're not doing anything, just reading the language book.
Solid bet.
Now you half that time if you have someone who is fluent with that language teaching you instead of reading it from a book.
Okay.
I would like to learn languages. I can teach anybody who wants Druidic, Furbolg, and Sylvan.
Not druidic.
I should
think
probably
in-
learn Sylvan.
In theory, you can't teach Druidic. I will double check. I think it's like Thieves' Canon, which it's a language that can't be taught, but I also immediately disagree with that.
I don't agree with Thieves' Cant not being taught, because you don't learn Thieves' Cant from the cradle.
I also
You learn
disagree
that
with
somehow.
the idea that Thieves' Canon is a class feature, not like a subclass feature, because it makes implications about the rogue class that isn't necessarily true, but it's fine. Anyway, yes.
I'm just eventually going to go around the city and grab a shit ton of language books and start eating them that way. So like I'll do that in the background.
So, Kat, make
But
a list of language books you want
yeah.
for me. Just to clarify something, Emmy would have clarified, or someone would have clarified in the settlement they were at. It was not a populated settlement, because they talked about it being full of undead and stuff. So the people, no, there isn't a faction that'll be upset the gates open because no one was inside of the gate except for Emmy. Just to clarify that, because I think that
Okay.
fell between the cracks.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
so
I know.
it's-
I let a Fey God in there. Is how I left
Okay.
off. So
I mean,
Wild.
you did certainly have a wild day, huh? Okay. I guess I will take a first swing at some of these books just to see what's up with them, see what I'm getting myself into. But y'all can continue on whilst I do that.
So, Cat just cursory glance. These are like a combination of science and religious tomes. And I don't mean some are science tomes and some religious tomes. I mean they are interchangeably religious tomes about knowledge and science because of the deity they're about. So these are not easily consumed information, and they will take a lot of time to go through. But cursory glance, they don't seem to be too incorrect.
Okay. Well, at least they're not too incorrect.
Like, you know, a lot of time has passed, science and understanding of the world increases as time passes,
Yeah.
but they're generally correct as far as you can see. Now, with that in mind, Cat, make the language list, and we'll cover that in a moment. Before we do that, you guys might head out of town soon. Not necessarily today, but you guys have goals. So my question is, what do you guys want to do before you head out of town? Because I believe the current plan is for you guys to go to where are we? You guys want to go to the Angel's Earth cousins. I don't mean Earth as in planet, I mean like Earth as in the element.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, that is a hang on, let me do some measurements. It is it's about 1,000 kilometers in a straight line if you're going over land. If you're going by sea and river, it works out to be about 1,200 kilometers. So,
Just saying, going by river and sea would probably be better because surviving in the desert, I could do it. I could probably make it happen for all of us. But it's hard and it's hot. So it's up to you. I'll do it. I'm just saying, do you want to be sandy and hot for? She starts counting at least a month, maybe more.
I mean, I would rather take a boat. I cannot stress how much I need to go to Madrigal first.
Yes, I might need to do the same. So it's fine. What if I ask why, are you going to tell us?
They have a project that they are working on that they shouldn't be, and I need to have them not do that.
Just in the background, like fucking typical from. Just like fucking Madrigalians, man.
They are committing. Well, it's Madrigal. They are committing sins against gods and nature. That's just kind of what they do passively.
Now, I will remind you,
Um,
Kat, you do have 2 years to do that.
I'm aware.
Okay.
You'd just rather get it out of the way now.
Did we lose her?
No,
Or is
no.
it-
No, I was just updating Patmore on something.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I thought I disconnected again. This session is just full of fake cats for me.
Okay, so we've got 2 people who want to go to to Madrigal first. Is anyone opposed to going in that direction first?
Nope.
No. Emmy,
Okay.
you want to weigh
Where
in on
in
that?
Madrigal do we need to go?
Arcadia's usually.
I might switch you back to the other map because it's a bit easier to see specific locations of Madrigal from here.
You said you had to go to Emberford, right?
Ember Chill, depending on what.
Chill. The
I
other,
need
one
to-
of the Embers.
I need to get more news, but I may need to go to Ember Chill.
Okay. I TBD on where I need to go, but Arcadia is always the best bet, especially if we want to catch a boat out of there afterwards.
So I'm not.
Probably.
I mean, I can see the map out of character, but I don't really know the best way to go. Is Ember Chill on the way?
After a fashion, I would say probably Nightmore, Grey Hollow, Silver Run, then either North Breach up to Emberchill or East Gulf Castlemere Emberchill. I don't really want to go to Delicacy because that would be getting into Solus, whomst we have killed before with great prejudice, and also Mark's here.
So after Silver Run, where were you going?
Probably North Breach then Emberchill.
Okay.
Is there when I left Madrigal, I was a young child, very young child. I don't remember. Are there checkpoints that we need to be aware of? Are there papers that we're going to need to carry?
There's customs. Like, just talking the matter here, like, going into another kingdom, you're going to have to declare your goods, just in case you're smuggling stuff that one of the countries doesn't like. You don't need identification papers or anything like that. But you will have to pay, like, the tariff to kind of cross over. Now, if you're trying to, like, buy property or something while the settlements, depending on, like, who's the mayor or doge or whatever of the settlement, you might need papers then, but not currently.
Okay. If we're going through various cities, we don't need as much preparation, right? We don't need to like worry about having a month's worth of food.
No, it's going to be more of the same heading. Well, hopefully less zombies between Silent Point and Terraborn, but like more of the same.
Anyone who reads the newspaper, you know that would be untrue. East Gulf has an awful undead problem right now.
Where?
That's why we're
East
at
Gulf.
East Gulf. That's why we're heading to North Breach and not East Gulf.
Well, I just mean, like, the area here has a big undead problem right now.
Well, fucking handle
Yeah.
it
And
already. Jesus Christ.
So, a question: if that is the case, could we go to a coastal city like Nightmore? Is that connected to the sea? Could we take a boat?
Not really, but Vermilion doesn't really have a lot of coastal cities.
Which is
Yeah, they've got,
so dumb because it's literally right here, and you could just plop a city. What the hell is wrong with these people?
Except the ocean's full of krakens and drowners and, you know, everything else
it's not
that's
a
wrong in
friendly
D&D.
place.
Look at the Ivory Watch over here. 3 sides surrounded
Yeah,
by water.
it's
and they're
almost
made
as
it.
if the people that have invented guns care less about water monsters.
Yeah. And it is one of the fortified cities. So
And actually, Ivory Watch isn't a port city. It's up on like a cliff. Like
Okay.
it was a lighthouse that turned into a settlement that turned into a town.
Like,
What if we're really? I'm just spitballing here. If we're really wanting to avoid the undead, is there a way to cross the lake from Nightmare straight to Silver Run?
We can swim.
God.
There'd probably be like there would be a fishing trade in there from Nightmore and Grey Hollow and Silver Run, so you'd probably be able to take a like a barge across.
okay, that's something to consider when we get to Nightmore. 'Cause God, I really don't want to deal with another undead run, huh? Like we fixed that one, but it's not our problem. I cannot
Alternatively,
reiterate how much it's not our problem.
You guys could just go through Solace, go through Dewbell, Blackwood's Opportunity, Delicacy, then into Nimbus, Anchorage, Silk Cross. Actually, I've already
fuck, I
mentioned
never
Anchorage
noticed
and-
one of their cities is called Delicacy.
Yeah.
And that would probably end up being shorter, but I'd like to point out that I look vaguely like I look human until you actually like look at me. And Carl is definitely not human, and Emmy or Selwyn occasionally.
I'm good at hiding it. It's fine.
You don't even smell like not an elf anymore. You smell like a fae.
Yes, I'm a fucking half elf. Everyone shut up. I know that you know. It's fine.
No.
Carl, you've just
no,
found out.
Nick's.
So
Oh God.
I have some bad news for you, Selwyn. You don't smell like a half elf anymore. You actually truly, as Callista said, you're a fae.
Fine, because you're giving me those looks, Nix, and I know that you know something, so I'll just tell you. When I was in the Shadowfell, there was a big scary creature, and I didn't know what to do, so I knelt, and then now I can do magic, and I don't know how to do it, and I don't know what's going on, so...
I want you to know that Nyx looks flabbergasted. Like,
Callista looks excited.
oh well, I'm really magic. I mean, Callista can help you with the I mean, I can help you with some magic. It depends on the kind of magic you're doing, but Callista can definitely help you with arcane. I can do primal.
I can help you with magic. My condolences, though, on the getting magic front. That sucks.
Does it?
Yes.
It was quite empowering for me.
Has been a problem since the day I got it. Nothing but a
Callista,
problem.
who's went to college. Yes, this is awful.
So, just in case people missed it, Emmy put up more information that you guys should keep in mind. And Emmy, take an inspiration.
I already have one, so...
Take a second.
Oh my gosh, Emmy, this is so cool! You made your little string board.
I have too much time when I'm not in classes, so...
Fair enough.
This is an issue.
No, it's not an
That's so
issue.
cool.
My mother watching us don't look at reflective surface. This is great.
Loyalist?
I like
Don't
how
let anyone
someone
in
drew
the
a flower.
house.
Speak to
Yeah,
Andrew
just a little
Yates.
flower.
Oh, you're on here. Speak to Andrew Yates. Bring Callista.
Cameo. Okay. If this is... So this is stuff you want to get done... Not get done, but like
it
this
can
is...
happen at any point. I don't... We
Well,
can go
if
to
we-
Madrigal for a break.
Do you want to speak to Andrew Yates before we leave?
Oh, it's not super pressing. I was just gonna ask him about some blood magic stuff.
Okay. Well, if he's available, why don't we do that before we head to Madrigal? Because God knows when we're going to be able to circle back and not be being chased by something.
When you hit level 9, is kind of the answer to that, because then you have teleport.
Emmy,
yeah, but the emphasis on was not being chased by something. We're always being chased by things.
Yes.
Selwyn, may I ask a rather large favor of you?
Sure.
Could we perhaps not leave things that say assassinate the king laying around?
He has a
I-
point, though.
I care about you, and I really don't want to die for being associated with you.
Emmy, could I have
Can you, like,
a luck check?
Scribble that out or something.
Mark fucking looks
It's a
at the
7.
board for the first time
Oh
in forever.
no!
Ah, shit,
The
that is in there.
police kick in the door as we're speaking.
Hurry, Carl, eat
Uh,
it!
As you're talking, you hear a knock on the door.
I got it.
Hurry,
It's my
Carl,
residence.
eat it!
Who is it?
Occupied.
I was coming to check what the plan was today.
In a second! I'm just like taking like a medieval fucking sticky note and sticking it right over the assassinate part.
Could we like scribble?
Greed!
it out?
Right, greed
Put a
on
sheet
top.
over
Greed
the
king.
illegal books on the table.
He's a
Okay.
trained investigator. This will fool him for
Well,
sure.
they're not illegal here. They're illegal in Madrigal. And like Madrigal
You never know.
has laws, kind of.
I'm like unlocking the door, and then I got stuck on one link. And Selwyn, what do I? This one always
So
gets me.
through the door, he will tell you how to do it.
While they're handling the incriminating evidence. I will unlock the door.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
May I come in?
Wait, who is it?
It's me.
Who does it?
It's
Does it
Fergus.
look like
Fergus.
Fergus?
Yeah, it's
Is
Fergus.
it definitely Fergus? I take a mirror. I'm gonna
Oh.
look at him first.
Okay.
Okay, so
um,
Fergus, I need you to do me a favor and just walk in the door without an invitation because
Emmy, roll a D100. Okay, he does. He gives you guys all a look of scrutiny. Emmy, you see the reflection of him as well as the other thing you don't want to see in the reflection.
Okay.
So Carol, it's Fergus. Okay. Okay. He will look around, see you guys are very lively, and he will regret coming here at this time. But he will ask, "So, what's the plan today?"
Selwyn has to take Callista to see somebody.
Something
For
about
magic.
a fence.
For magic stuff, the fence
We'll
is part
come-
of it,
Look
kind
out
of.
the door for a moment. It's like, yeah, this place could use a fence.
Yeah. Did you see the rat burger?
I don't know.
He should be running around there.
Did he? Did he? I'm rolling a luck check.
The rat's just eating.
He
the
did not.
dog.
Ah,
Damn.
The very large rat chasing a dog and the rat looked like a sandwich. It was so weird. I'm not crazy and I'm not the only one that saw it.
Okay.
Yeah,
more,
crazy.
more
Here.
things on heaven and earth.
He'll kind of look past you and look at the conspiracy board.
That's Selwyn's, that's not mine.
I can tell.
Right under the bus, Selwyn. Right under there. Get on under there.
It's
Um,
fine.
Put a lot of work into
we're-
this.
Just a bit.
It's a work in progress.
May I
But
recommend
Yes.
yarn in the future?
No.
Okay.
Yarn's expensive, isn't it?
No. You can
Can
get a
make
few hundred
yarn.
meters of it for like less than a silver.
I spent my
Really?
whole investigation budget on sheets for this house. So
Okay.
I respect your
Speaking
independence.
of this place being a dump, can we leave?
Where are you going to go?
I don't know, fighting the fucking Andrew guy or something.
Are we
place
going
stinks
together?
I don't
oh, we can
know.
go together.
This place stinks like rat sandwich.
Okay, so after going to meet the Andrew person, what's it for the day?
I don't know, probably assassinate the king.
What a funny joke, Mark.
Murder, roll insight.
Fergus is like, I was made for this day. Sure. Give me a sec. Where are you, Insight? Anyway,
It's the last
double
place you
click,
look.
whoops. 13.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Fergus would just shake his head at you. That's your takeaway.
Okay.
Okay.
It would be not assassinating the king. If I'm not saying we would be, but we're not equipped at all to do something like that. Don't worry about it. But we would be shopping to get out of town and head out towards Nightmore.
Why?
Because in the kindest way possible, this place kind of sucks and we're done here.
Oh,
For
okay.
now.
For now.
Oh,
We're not
can I
running.
insight to see if that hurt Fergus's feelings.
Okay. Anyone who wants to roll insight.
No, he's stone cold.
Like,
Carol, you can actually, Carol, you can ride your insight. Carol, with your 22 from earlier, you would pick up the minor sense of annoyance.
that's fair.
Oh, yikes.
Is there anything you want to do with
You
that,
alright,
Carol?
buddy?
You'll look at Carol. Yeah, I didn't realize you guys were heading out so soon.
We kind of were just talking about it as of this morning, so it's not like we left you out of it totally. We promise.
That's true. This is a recent development within the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
But
And you are certainly welcome to come with us.
But you also are not obligated to.
Right. You don't have to.
Right. I'll get back to you on that. Mark, you're on models at the library.
Oh. Fuck.
Is that something that we need to take care of before we leave?
Oh, we're not taking. That's a permanent problem on humanity. I just wanted to know what he was up to.
So, what is his deal?
Evil?
Immortal.
Immortal or mortal?
Immortal.
Undying?
No, unliving, I think, actually. Or
Unkillable.
without end.
And is this something that has
That
been
sucks.
tested?
Thoroughly.
By whom?
Me, mostly.
How?
I stabbed him.
When did you come across him before?
Like, we've ran into each other.
It's you guys are known entities to each other.
Well, like, it's a little more complicated than that.
Like, what? Maybe a more magical person could do it, like Callista or Nyx.
Like, I doubt it.
Well, all right. I don't really want to go to the library. I did really want to go to the library, and now I don't.
Look, he's probably looking for some ancient, old, dusty book. He's not, like, an active threat to you.
I
That-
mean, I don't know if
That's
that's
what I
true
wanted to do.
for me and people like me. I don't know because of the metal he's trying to acquire.
Mark looks like he's thinking an entirely different thing on the people like me part, and then he catches on to what you were actually saying.
Like, I'm a bit concerned because
Well,
it
he doesn't-
works on druids in particular. I mean, lots of people who can change shape, but
yeah, that is a problem.
is he being sarcastic right now? Or is
No.
he okay.
Like, that's a problem. That's him having goals is a problem to Mark. Immortals having goals is not good.
That's
if you
true.
can't kill him, can you contain him?
What, like get some rope, tie him up,
No. Like,
Bury him.
bury
If I re-
what that beholder thing was in. Something like that.
If I rip his
Nick.
limbs off, do they come back?
Pat, where are we on that? Does he
Oh,
regrow things, or is he
very
just...
high regeneration rate.
Okay, so he regrows
mhm,
things,
mhm.
not like just can't be harmed.
Is
No. He can be harmed. It's just he heals very quickly.
So, killing would sort of be off the table. Containment, possible.
Nix, I don't know what you want from me. I do not have the level of magic to put him in a fucking magic tube and bury
Neither-
him under.
Neither do I, but I'm trying to problem solve. Or
The
you
Church
just
of
can-
Helio has been trying to problem solve for as long as they've known his existence. It hasn't
Yeah.
worked.
He's not something that we can or even should address. So
I
probably
wanted to vaguely know what he was up to because he's generally bad. We don't have to steer towards him. We don't have to go fight him. We don't have to solve whatever he's up to. He can eat all the children he wants. They're Vermilionites anyway.
I do actually have an issue with that one.
I disagree with that
yes.
too.
Right.
yeah,
That's not
a bit
okay.
much.
Do you know
But
if
my
he is
point
eating
is-
children?
Jury's out on that one, I think.
See
the
what
one-
you cause?
You're the one that's been fucking investigating.
Yeah, and he's just
Seriously.
been, he's just been looking into stuff, going to bookstores, smiths, and libraries.
Yeah, well, so he's eaten 0 children in his stay here.
Then why did you say that? You're the one that knows this guy.
Because he's a fucking freakazoid. What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell the truth.
I am. It's called hyperbole sometimes.
Less
I
of
don't
that,
know if he eats.
because we don't know when you're kidding.
I don't know what he eats if he eats.
That's true too.
Is it
He doesn't
worth
seem
having a
like someone who
conversation
would
with him?
need to eat.
He possesses reason, but he's a douche about it.
So,
So are
who
you.
is this guy? So,
No.
look. You said your church was hunting him, or your former church. I don't know. I don't care. The Church of Solace has been hunting this guy for how long?
Officially? Like, officially, he's not even really real, because if he was, we'd have to acknowledge that we haven't killed him yet.
That's fair. Churches don't like to do that.
Unofficially?
Decades? Centuries?
He's older than the Stinky Druid, if that helps you.
I don't know how old he is.
That's very old.
I don't
The-
know. And
A way to interpret it, Nix, is the church has been hunting him since the church's founding. And that's like a 600-year-old church.
and he's been alive for way longer than 600 years.
So, at the cost, at the risk of possibly triggering you because secrets. One, why do you care? Two, what do you know of him? And I fully acknowledge we're probably not in a place where we could take care of it. But
I care because I didn't want him killing me in my sleep. If
Just
he's
you.
just... Oh my fucking god.
I'm
All of us.
curious.
All fucking Selwyn, Carl's pet rat that ran off in a sandwich, Fergus, any of us. If he's in our general vicinity, it's bad. If he's just looking at books for reasons none of us can really comprehend, it's not a direct threat to us, so we can just ignore it like people ignore the imminent threat of death from time. I care because I didn't want him ripping my throat out for some fucking megalomaniac reason, because he has some millennia old plan. And no, my throat isn't my throat specifically, it's all our throats.
Well, that's not what I was going to ask. Again, at the risk of triggering the secrets thing, is there a specific reason that you think he's coming after you?
No.
Okay.
Unless Fergus is sloppy, then yes.
Just... Okay.
Patmore, how about you fucking like
I don't know if he's actually done anything.
you rolled a D100 and got like a 34. And it's
Now the
like,
question is, was I just rolling that to keep you on your toes?
That is the question.
Okay.
It's fine.
So, with that in mind, I've got an idea. One moment. I'm gonna see if I can do something clever. I probably can't, but I'm gonna try give it a go. So, do you guys want to go? Actually, Emmy, just to clarify your original point to the party, because we're like 5 tangents from where we started. The Andrew Yates, he's a professor at the University of Magic in Terraborn, and he specifically has a specialization in blood magic. The reason Emmy wanted to go there was to get more information on that subject matter. Is that something the party wants to do right now, or is that something that's like, cool, interesting, but only if we had downtime in the city?
I was gonna do that originally as like a downtime thing, and if we're planning on leaving Vermilion to head over to Madrigal, then I don't mind putting all that on the back burner.
Like, 'cause I want to clarify to the party, he's a academic, he's not a spellcaster. So he's not like a practitioner of blood magic, he's a person who has researched it as part of his, like, scope of research. Okay, Kat, you've given me a list of languages. Some of those are easy to get, some are not.
Yeah. They're ranked in order of, like, how much I want to learn them, but literally any of them are fine.
Okay. So, what we can, in theory, we can mark off anyone in the party already speaks, because they can teach those. Emmy and I worked out the other day that only Selwyn and Fergus know Elvish. So
Okay.
Selwyn can teach Elvish to those who are interested. Now, I'll note, more or less, you can only kind of learn one language at a time. So if that's what someone's teaching, that's the only language being taught at that time. Carl can teach Dwarvish, because he speaks that.
Okay.
And Umbral, Infernal, Draconic, and Primordial, no one in the party speaks.
Okay.
no, Mark speaks Draconic. I just forgot to put it on there. That was like his.
Oh, okay, so
That's
you
how
can
he
mark
spoke to
off
the dragon.
Draconic as well.
Yeah, it's how he spoke to the druid dragon.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
And avoided having to kill a dragon.
Against my will, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take everyone to this map for a moment, and we're going to quickly cross some stuff out that we want to do. No one can see at the moment. I'm going to fix that. One moment. Is it because we have dynamic lighting? We do have dynamic lighting. Turn that off. Okay, this is Selwyn's conspiracy board.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, no. I shouldn't
Okay.
have made it.
Oh, I love it, Selwyn. I love it.
Okay, so I'm going to
Great.
close a bunch of handouts for a moment. I'm going to put you down there, Mr. Focus. Okay, so, Emmy, in town right now, you want to buy holy water, thieves' tools, magic arrows, right?
If possible. Magic arrows I don't need as much because I'm sure they're expensive.
Okay.
Definitely the thieves' tools.
Okay, how many do you want?
I need 3 sets of thieves' tools.
Are you willing to tell the party why you need more thieves' tools?
I'm just really bad at unlocking stuff, so better safe than sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I need it there.
So, thieves' tools. That will set you back 25 silver a pop. So it'd be 75 to buy 3 of them.
You can
Can we
party loot
haggle?
that.
How? Like in what way?
I don't know.
Like a discount for buying a lot of them, like a bulk
Yeah.
discount. It's like 67.
Roll a whoever's leading that endeavor. Roll a persuasion check.
Christ, not me.
I got it, guys. Don't worry.
No,
I'll
okay.
give you advantage.
I'm really
Now,
good at this.
While you're doing that, and you guys can have a little bit of time to think about this, but there are as many reasons on Fergus' side to go with you as there is to stay. It will be up to a party consensus whether or not he joins you for the next leg of your journey.
Fuck 'em.
So, at the end of all the shopping and stuff, I'll let you guys DM me what you want and we'll go group majority.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
you rolled a 13. They're willing to bring it down to 70. And Murder, I need you to expand on that because I don't know what that translates to. So,
Owen, do you want to subsidize party loot? Can pay for that.
Yeah, I need because I only have 53 silver at the moment.
I'm just gonna take it out of the party loot.
Okay. Thank you.
okay. Does anyone else need mundane equipment?
Not really. I think I have my thieves' tools. I
Murder,
have
do you
all
need
of my
bullets?
rope.
No, I'm pretty good on like all ammunition.
Cool. So, yes?
I will say, so this fire lance, flame lance thing has been a lot of fun. I don't use it. We should sell it.
Okay. Setsuko!
You want to sell a mundane Underdark weapon to a wizard at a magic store?
Oh,
Like you
Let's
can.
go to a weapon shop.
It had a magic-ish name, and I thought it was like a fire knife or whatever.
It is a flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower.
Oh, cool. I mean, I've met Setsuko.
Wait.
I think she would appreciate that, if
Carl, what
only
about
for the
your-
novelty.
What about your dwarven friend? The blacksmith.
Indril?
No.
Oh, not the dead
other
one.
Although,
Maybe.
can I talk to Gendril ever? Is that a thing?
Gendril, you want to talk to her?
You hear Dwarven shrug.
I mean, not right now. I don't really have a lot of questions for him. At the moment, I have to think about that. But
We'll show it.
yeah.
Okay.
Grindel will ask Carl to ask Nyx, how do you get so tall?
Gendril wants to know how you got so tall.
Do you want the biological answer or just the general answer?
Carlos is his hammer.
Yeah, like, is it like sit-ups, squat sort of thing? Like, what's the exercise?
Is there an exercise to it?
Carl, you know this as well as I. No, my parents are both very tall. All Furbolgs are very tall. I'm not human.
Hmm.
In
Goes
case
back.
Gendril didn't realize that.
Wait, you're not?
No. I'm a
I'll
Firbolg.
fucking say.
What, Mark?
No, it's just I'm not human. I'll say.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Oh, Emmy D100 for the party's shopping trip. The
Yeah.
Wait. whoa.
Son of a bitch.
Emmy, come on.
interesting.
I'm sorry.
No, there's no range to it, Patmore. Shut the fuck up.
No,
So
that wasn't for the immortal. You know he's at the library.
Oh, that's true. We do know he's at the library.
the Fire
It's the
Lamb.
Night Mother. It's every vampire. I don't know.
All of
The
them.
everyman.
It's the king.
Okay, so, Kat, quickly, you have to roll an investigation check for the Umbral, Infernal, and Primordial book, because they're all not on, like, the front shelf of your local bookstore.
Okay. So 3 investigation checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, we
It's-
did rock up to the library. Like, hey, what's up?
No. She's going to, like, bookstores, and general stores and stuff like that. The library, you can't take books out.
Can I steal someone to have advantage, or is this just me poking
I will
about?
help if that's allowed.
You guys are like an amorphous blob at this point of people.
This is true. As all parties should be.
Okay.
I don't think the which one is that? Primordial? Yeah, I don't think that one's panning out.
No. You find the infernal and you find the primordial. DC 15,
this
DC 20. Sorry, DC 25,
Oh.
DC 20, and DC 15.
Damn, missed it by 1.
Missed
Hey,
it by
Sarah.
one. You could jangle it.
I mean, I could. That was what, a 16? I need a 17 or above. Yeah, fuck it. Sure, I'll try and jangle that one.
Okay, roll one
Go back for-
D20 and see if you can get a 17 or higher.
Okay.
You.
God no.
So.
Okay.
The infernal book will be 200 silver. The primordial will be 50.
Okay.
I think that is a worthy party loot cause.
That would basically decimate the party loot. Like, that would be all of our gold. And then we just have silver and copper, and I can pay for the rest from mine. The other one from mine, but... It was the... So the primordial is 50 and the
Yeah.
infernal is 200? Okay. I'll probably just snag the primordial for now. Okie doke. Add that to the table.
Okay, so you've done all your shopping, I believe, or is there anything else people want to buy?
I don't want to buy anything else, but I have to do a purge of the...
You cut out when you were saying what you were going to purge.
I think
Party.
he froze.
Oh, I cut out. Okay, I'm sorry. Kat, what were you purging?
I'm not sure. It's just getting too long, so I've got to go through and like either get rid of stuff we're not using or like update it.
The party loot.
It's too big right now. So yeah, the party loot. Yeah,
No, it's perfect.
it's growing.
Yeah, as all party loot should.
I need to manage it.
What you could do is you could use divider lines, and then you could subcategorize it. So if like you're looking for armor, you look for the divider
That's
line
true.
of armor written below it. I'll also say, Kat, if you're doing that between the week and that you find there's something like, oh, you know, I wish I would have sold that, you can always just be like, hey, when we were doing all that stuff, could I have sold this?
Yeah, sounds good. That's probably what I'm going to
Yeah.
do because I really don't want to hold up session staring at this for a half an hour.
Well, I
Okay.
definitely want to sell this Fire Lance.
Okay.
Okay, I will add that to the to sell list. Oh yeah, you can just do that.
We'll do that one separately. Going to like a smith or something, they would be willing to go maybe 200 gold. 200 silver for it. While it's interesting, it is probably going to be pulled apart and investigated, or its parts are going to be used. It's probably not going to be sold as is because they can't produce a fuel up here.
Well, I do have the 11 ammo for them to use, so
Yeah, so they'll probably sell that to an alchemist to see what that's made out of. But it's something that might accrue value after like it might be producible, but they don't know, so they're not willing to put a lot of money on a risk.
well.
Alternatively,
so
if you wanted to do it in-house, you could get an alchemist to investigate that, and you could maybe try you could turn it into an investment and maybe be able to make them later in the campaign. But it's up to you.
what do we think, guys? Another investment?
No, we never use it. I keep forgetting it exists. Might as well purge it.
So
Yeah, might
200
as well.
silver?
Yeah.
Okay. Just put that in the party loot.
Okay.
That's good.
So, with that in mind, I think that's everything everyone wanted to do. I've got a vote from 2 of you on the Fergus situation. 1 of you,
Oh,
i.e.
yeah, the
Murder, I
Fergus
need you
situation.
to clarify your answer. Because while I understand the sentiment that you're sending, I don't understand the actual choice. Okay, thank you.
What was the question again for Fergus?
Whether or
Was
not you want
taken in.
Fergus to be on your next leg of journey. Okay, we're currently in a dead heat. Don't have a vote from Emmy or Angel yet. Okay, Angel, are you with us?
I'm thinking.
Okay, sorry. You can think. You're allowed to do that.
Oh boy.
Okay, that is 1 each. 2 1. 3 1. 2 1. Interesting. Okay. Cara, did you add a teardrop to the eye?
I tried to.
Okay, I'll keep this page for next time we're in Terraborn, but I'll switch us to back to the continent map. So, I lost my train of thought there for a moment. Okay, yeah. So the plan is to currently go to Amberchill. You guys want actually the region map's more useful here. You guys want to go through Nightmore, maybe take a barge to Silver Run to avoid the undead problem of Grey Hollow and East Gulf. Go to North Breach, then up to Amberchill.
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
Question.
yeah.
Sorry. Has Fergus gotten news back yet about my question?
Let's see. Let's have a roll a luck check. I'm rolling investigation on Fergus' side, and we're gonna see how it goes. Player layer, Fergus.
Oh my gosh.
Don't give me that look.
What look?
You gave me a look.
Nah, I was just surprised you rolled. The party's rolled 2 4s on D100s in a row.
That is uncanny.
It's fine.
Okay. So, he does have information, like his informants do have information on it. They're currently holding out on him. He will probably have to speak with them for like the break in in the network. I.e., someone in between here and there received the information and is holding out for more reward for the information. I.e.,
Which
someone
one?
rolled. Oh, you mean where are they?
Mm-hmm.
Looks Nick's in the eyes like, I don't know if we should tell you that.
Roll a d6. The information is currently in Grey Hollow, and they're not willing to talk about it.
I need to go to Grey Hollow to...
Why?
Because I heard a rumor that one of my siblings, I have many, may have also developed power like mine, and I would rather get them and get them to one of the many traveling druids of one of the tribes than allow my parents to sell them into slavery, which they will.
Why?
Because it's easier.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay.
Alright, I
And-
guess we're not catching the barge.
So
Grey Hollow
unfortunate.
sucks. Just
Well,
a heads up.
well, blame Fergus's contacts. One of them is holding out for more money.
No, but your entire country sucks.
It's
Only I get to say that, Mark.
Yeah. Actually, so does Fergus, and I believe so does Carol.
And them.
Yep.
us and them and my neighbors and the king and everyone else in this country. We're kind of at a consensus here.
Murder, may I have a D100?
Sure, bud.
Thank you, pal.
So, I do apologize. I know we were trying to avoid the possible undead, but I feel this is rather important, at least to me on a personal level.
On the bright side, it's growth for Selwyn.
Fucking trial by fire.
As you guys are having this conversation going through the kind of market district, actually, let me just double check this. Oh, you stopped working, Mr. Macro. That's not very nice of you. Those with a passive higher than... Everyone here but Carl notices that there seems to be a column of knights heading in your direction.
All right, let's.
Can we?
Sneak out
side
the
alley.
back.
I'm sorry,
I'm on it, guys. Follow me.
you guys want to cut and run?
No, we can be slick.
I do.
Maybe.
Like we're walking down the street, we see the column of knights walking down the other end. We just turn around. It's like we play it off.
Do I have fast out of trace prepared? Fuck, I don't.
You guys want to roll a stealth check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
Probably.
get into some shit, so not really.
Goodbye. I'm gone.
You too.
Okay, I got the macro working.
Oh,
Well, we're.
You want-
we're-
you
I'm
know,
not-
roll the
I'm not
macro.
rolling.
No,
I'm
no,
not
the macro
rolling.
was
Hold
to
on.
post everyone's perception to me. So I was looking at who had the lowest
okay.
perception.
Nine.
And Carl has a passive
Yeah.
of 12, which is what was relevant here.
We're not
Gotcha.
fucking going anywhere.
Carl,
well, Selwyn's
You-
already gone.
Carl, you vaguely recognize one of the knights in Wave?
Carl,
It's Fred. I like Fred.
No, fucking.
is Fred a good guy?
Well,
probably
you're a
not.
wanted man.
Right.
Odds
I have
are
it
Fred's
on.
not
It's
a good
fine.
guy.
I think.
Actually, Carl, Fred's a really nice guy. Gave you your first hammer.
Aw, that's so cute.
Now we
Uh,
gotta kill him.
as is like the awareness that you guys are there, you'd hear a trumpet.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Okay.
Come on, I want to kill someone.
I don't think you're gonna get that opportunity.
Just start chasing us or something so I can kill a knight. Go on.
So my question is, who is actually running and who is just standing there waving?
I'm
Look,
hiding. I won't run because I
I'm
know
not-
that
Yeah.
some people got spotted, but I will
Look.
hide.
Carl
Yeah,
waved at them, and I'm not leaving Carl behind.
I jump into a trash can. This is
I mean, roll a
Okay, I guess I'm
D100
not
to
as
see what
hidden
was
as
in the
Selwyn.
trash can.
it's the rat sandwich.
Is it he?
No, that'd be a much lower roll. Emmy, it was very full of food waste.
That's fine.
You got that little
I guess
banana
I'll
hat
just
that they get
stand in the middle of
cartoons.
the street. I guess I'll do that.
Okay. So I did stealth, so I guess I'm just like off to the side a bit.
You're doing the Assassin's Creed, in which you sit on the bench between two strangers, and they both start looking at you. It's like, what a rude person.
Yeah. You know it.
But the fancy of the knights will pull out a scroll and will go to declare something.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of by the order of the king, actually.
Oh no.
Okay, so it is hear ye.
Well,
Yeah, orders of the king start with hear ye, hear ye.
no, it's like you guys by the order of the king.
Ah.
It's not for the
I
public.
hate those. Ah, fuck, I hate
Okay.
those even more.
So what does he say?
The abridged version is that you guys are required for an audience.
What about the non-abridged version? Give me like the full one.
No, don't.
It is very flowery and it goes for about 10 minutes.
No, I want to hear it. Go on.
Like, it starts going through like the king's lineage, and it talks about the great deeds of specifically the king. There's a lot that's at the start that like cover every declaration. It's covered the last line that's relevant to you, which is due to recent events, you guys are required to have an audience with the king.
When is the audience supposed to be?
Now,
Oh, I'm gonna stink like trash now.
You are.
Plus,
I'll
as
press to digitize you on the watch, yeah.
Okay.
It's the one thing I do for this party. I make sure you guys don't get in front of kings smelling like trash.
My fucking shirt is torn from the goddamn bat last night.
Why didn't you change your shirt this morning?
Because he had no
my
blood in his
clothes.
body.
No, my clothes are not in Selwyn's house because Selwyn's house stinks like shit. They're at Fergus's place.
But, Calista, when you're done with Selwyn, could you just freshen me up a little bit?
Oh, we're meeting a king. I'm planning on doing this until we get there.
Awesome, thank you. I so appreciate you so much.
I'm scrubbing you all with the magical equivalent of a wire brush. Nothing's staying.
My name is Brian, to anyone who asks. That's...
Alright, Steve.
I want to note for the record, your names were mentioned when you were being
Did they
What?
get Brian on the list? Because that's,
No.
I think, Tobias. I made a really good deception check.
Yeah, you did.
So,
Tobias
They
isn't
still
like
said
a grand
Selwyn?
authority.
Yeah, they said Selwyn.
Tobias.
oh fuck.
Tobias is no snitch. He didn't say anything.
Okay.
No, like Tobias isn't like an official. He's just a guy.
Yeah, if they
Like a
asked him,
popular
he'd be
guy.
like, who knows, right?
If they said any other name, I'd be a bit more concerned as well. So,
Well, they said
That's
your
true.
last name.
Barrett.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Like, if they needed to, like, if you kept playing Corey, they'd also give you a street address.
That's fine.
Oh no, just fucking dox him, yeah.
Yeah. Selwyn Barrett of 3 Maple Way, apartment 8.
Current security.
Yeah, I guess
Notable
we'll
as
go
the
meet
parent
king.
of the sandwich. Okay, so
That'll be the new Beast of Terraborn. That sandwich.
it's a
It
Beast of
will.
Terraborn.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
When the old one moves out to go be evil somewhere else, that rat will take over.
With that in mind, why don't we take our 5-minute break now?
I
Okay.
can by order of a king.
No, you can ignore it. He's not your king.
That is
No.
true. I mean, he's half of the party's king, but
I'm
like,
I'm of the mind that we shouldn't piss him off because we still have to come through here.
Nah, do it.
well, I certainly didn't vote for him.
I didn't vote for him.
No
He's
one
not
voted
my
for
king.
him.
King. It's like, you guys are wanted by
Savages.
order of the king for an audience. We just shoot the messenger. Fuck off.
Okay, I'm gonna get tea and also a slice of pizza.
Oh, what's up?
I'm just gonna get soda.
It's pepperoni,
I'll
but it's
allow it.
stuffed crust.
Oh, I'll double allow it. I've returned. How is that a good wave or a bad wave?
It was an acknowledgement wave because I knew my mic was up.
You seem to have a lot of work right now, or you're still doing work right now.
I'm reading a blog.
Oh, okay. I assumed that was a work call you got earlier.
No, it was my dad. The first one was my dad, and the second one was my brother. I thought something was wrong.
Are they okay
So-
calls or are they bad calls?
Oh, my dad just wanted to know if he could stay with me on Sunday, because he's got an early morning meeting, and he doesn't want to drive from Blue Ridge to Marietta, which is a 3-hour drive.
Amaranth.
He'd have to leave the house at like 4:30 in the morning.
Okay. And you said, get lost, old
So
man.
I actually like my dad.
So do
It's pretty
I like
cool.
mine too.
And then the second one was my brother's like, "Hey, do you want to get dinner?" And I'm like, "Robbie, I've been playing D&D with this group for more than a year at this point. You know this."
Do you like your
Has it
brother?
been more than a year yet?
What
For
did you
her,
say?
yeah.
Okay.
She came in a month earlier than you and Emmy because
Oh,
of
gotcha.
Descent into Avernus.
Yeah, I originally was a cleric and descent into Avernus, and then that collapsed.
It's not that collapsed, it's that other things came to a boil in the background and we were just going to do the main campaign. So,
Loaded.
Who
Rip.
who were the other two in the group?
in Descent into Avernus or in...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you'll have to ask Kat about that. I have no idea.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was familiar faces.
That's fine.
And then my brother called and he wanted free food, basically. So he's like, "You want to go to dinner and pay?" I'm like, "No."
Younger brother?
Playing.
And sorry,
He
I asked this,
pulled
but I
the-
don't think I remember the answer. You're fond of this brother?
I'm fond of all of my siblings to various extents, but yes.
I'll just say for the record, I would give you if you're like, oh, I'm just going to have dinner with my brother tonight. I'll be like, yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, you only get so many opportunities to do stuff like that.
I would have if he. Okay, so for context, he was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, which is the most treatable cancer,
Yeah.
truly. So we're not really worried about it. He's just gonna get it yanked out. But what he started to do, it's not funny, but it's also hilarious because
Yeah.
he'd be like, "Did you know you should have dinner with me because I have cancer?"
I don't know. I think he's a pretty funny person. I'd probably do that.
If he'd done that, I probably would be like, "I gotta go have dinner with my brother. I'll be back."
Yeah, like, I get him. Man after my own heart.
No, he was
Okay.
doing that to my mom, me, my best friend, and all of us were like, we're laughing, but also this is awful. Stop it.
Look. The only thing you can do when it comes to something like this is you find the humor in it. He's a wise man.
So he didn't pull that, so I wasn't feeling guilty.
Next time you see him, the advice that I offer him for you is tell him to pull less punches. Okay. So, as a side note, one of the reasons we had a 5-minute break is I have information on the Kingdom of Vermilion somewhere, right? And I was looking through my information handouts. I was looking through like my GM, like unfinished work. So I was going through every folder. I couldn't find it. I probably should have searched my journal for him because he is there. But in the end, I found him not in any of the places I would look. I found him in the characters handout, in the characters folder, within the leaders thing within the Leaders of Vermilion. I found him. It was just way harder than it should have been. Because I was like, I swore I've
Happens.
made this. This guy has a sheet. I've got all this information
Yeah.
from him, but I just can't find it.
It's like
Um,
makes sense where you put him, but also bit wandering.
Yeah. Don't worry, like he has a sheep, but he has like 4 hit points. Yeah, he's an old man. He's not relevant in combat or anything. Kill him.
Yeah, that
Um,
definitely doesn't look like a guy who is fighting an undead war. Definitely doesn't look like that.
while we're waiting for murder, I believe, unless he's about to say, but I've been here this whole time, like he always does.
I think he's back
I just said I was back.
in
Oh.
the chat.
Well, murder, that shows how much attention I give you.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah. You kind of know where you stand now, don't you?
I'm sitting, actually.
And you better stay down. It's not letting me copy. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to copy him over. I'll do it this way. Okay. Yeah, for those who are wondering, this is what the King of Vermilion looks like.
Oh, God. I'm gonna try not to react like that in character.
Like, you look at it, it's
awful.
like, man, you look ugly.
Yeah, presented to the king, we like straighten out of the bow or the curtsy. It's like, yikes! I mean, Your Majesty.
Hey, you don't know, Murder. It could happen in this campaign, too.
I don't think Selwyn has family outside of Faye.
No. Someone's a poor boy through and through.
I think all of
Poor
Selwyn's
Selwyn.
family, like the entire tree, is fucking dead outside from him.
Yeah, I killed them.
Aw.
Okay, so...
Sad.
Where do you think he got the ghosts from?
Oh,
no, those aren't ghosts, those are imaginary friends.
Where do you think he got schizophrenia from?
there you go.
Multiple head wounds as a child. Mixed in with shell shock. Assuming no one runs away, the knights will lead you straight to where you guys fought the other day, straight through the gate into the Red Palace.
How's the
Yep.
gate looking?
Like a shitstorm happened.
Just checking.
Like, it's not
Like a
better
shitstorm
yet.
happened, and the archmage who would have fixed it is dust.
Like, when you get
Yeah.
there, you would see, like, a dwarven stone smith, like, currently with a tape measure. The problem he has is there's a lot of sections in which you have, like, Terminator bubble teleport removing sections of stone. So it's like, how do you fix that? Do you remove all the stone around that and put new stone in? But yeah, they'll lead you to the front doors, through the front doors, through the foyer, eventually to the kind of like the grand hall, where you have like, sorry, not to the grand hall, to the throne room, where you would have like the royal court. You've got the king. You've got their recently added court wizard.
Recently promoted.
Recently promoted. There might be a list, like you kind of inherit the title from the previous person. You'd call them a semi-arch wizard, or a peak wizard, not an arch wizard. Anyway,
Archwizard training.
yeah. You'd see everyone who is of any title will be in here. They're just they're set decoration. They're not meant to talk. The king would be for anyone who's seen him before and knows anything about him, the king himself is kind of like a warrior king. He's not in robes per se. It's kind of more like formal kind of armor. Not plate armor, but kind of like half plate. He, as you enter, he has the expression on his art. He doesn't necessarily seem super excited to meet you guys.
I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at my feet on the ground.
I mean,
The feeling is
he
mutual.
didn't have to invite us.
Carl waves.
I think
Carl, roll a charisma
Okay.
check.
Oh no.
Don't roll a 1, please. I'm begging you.
please don't get us
throws a-
beheaded.
Just
Roll
throw
a
something
1.
at him.
Oh, thank
Oh.
God.
That's
Fine.
remarkably good.
Carl's
Uh,
a likable guy.
Carl, you don't think anyone's necessarily paying enough attention to notice this, but you think he just gave you a nod.
Carl just grins.
He probably appreciates
Hello,
your candor.
Butternut.
Butternut!
I believe that's
But-
butts, actually. Emmy, you might need to unblur your camera because your cat's coming through as a grease painting.
Censored.
Anonymous kitty.
Okay, 1 second. I thought
No,
Jim
it's
said,
there
there we
we
go.
she- It's just TOS. You gotta censor the butts. Cutie patootie.
1 second. There we go.
You know, generally
Hi,
not really big on
Butternut.
ginger cats, but I'll allow that one because I think that's a very nice color of ginger. Because it's kind of like
Good cat.
orangey brown, not yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty.
Anyway, when you guys are in position, the knights are behind you. The king will stand and say, I presume you're aware why you're called here. He will wait for
Carl's
someone
down
to
to everyone
speak.
else.
I wait for someone
The-
else.
I'm presuming it's the little scuffle at the front door.
Scuffle.
Pitched battle. Attack on the capital.
Don't we have to use titles or something? I whisper it.
Your Majesty.
Holy fuck.
It's fine. You are not of the court. You don't need to speak as if you are.
I appreciate that, dear sir.
The word is liege. The word is liege.
Sure.
That one.
The king will just put a hand up and he'll kind of look at the court and he'll just tell the court, leave.
Is there anyone suspicious in the court?
Roll
Everyone.
perception. Roll insight on the court. But yeah, the king's decided you guys clearly are not court material, so he's sending the court away
Oh,
because they're just a waste of
no!
time here.
We failed this
Oh, he's
test.
right.
Oh,
He's
fuck
right.
yeah. I'm inciting everybody.
Good job, Selwyn. Check out those sneaky nobles.
Hey, Emmy.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
You're fairly sure one of the ladies in the court seems similar to a reflection you keep saying.
Oh, shit.
Shoot her. Shoot her in the back. Come on.
But over the course of the next 2 minutes, essentially, all the relevant nobles, bankers, essentially everyone except for the knights, the king, and his advisors will leave. Okay. He will once they're out, he'll ask, "Is this better?"
Are you going to
Probably.
kill us for whatever we say?
No.
That's really the
Okay.
problem. What?
Oh,
This
my-
is much better, thank you, my liege. I did it. Are you happy, Mark?
I'm staring at
No, just
Selwyn.
kind of like a silent thumbs up towards
I
Nicholas.
think we're fucking this up a lot because we're just being blatantly rude
But-
to a monarch
Okay.
right now.
Let's start again. I heard that the 5 of you put in a large amount of effort to protect myself and the people at the palace last night, and you were brought here to acknowledge that. We can just use names. You don't have to use titles that you're unfamiliar with, uncomfortable with. Is that okay?
He's talking to us like
That's
we're
a
fucking
relief.
kindergartners.
Yes, because we're behaving like we're kindergartners. But
Yeah.
that would be perfectly fine.
Shall we introduce ourselves then?
Yes, that might be a good start. He will look
I'm
at
an
Carol.
Nixus.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, he's starting on
Oh.
starting on the greenest guy in the room.
Nope. Carl first.
Hi, I'm Carl.
Carol what?
This is Gendril.
Carl Gendril?
Okay. Mr. Grindel. He'll then look at Mark.
What's the scale of greenness, I guess? Like, what the
Second greenest guy.
Hey mate, you're a ranger. You're pretty green.
No! Whatever. Hello. I'm Mark. Mark Dubois. It's a pleasure.
Might as well, Mr. Dwyer. He will then look at Selwyn.
Selwyn.
Oh my fucking...
Roll an anxiety check, I guess. Roll a wisdom save.
That was like 4th grader being brought up to do public speaking.
I have not made eye contact with the king yet. I did do a glance around the room at everybody there, but I have not looked at him.
The king will give you mercy and will not push you on this. He will then look at Nyx.
My name is the Nixus of the Emberfall tribe. You might call me Nyx.
I will. Nyx. He will then look at Callista.
The least green person in the room, I guess.
Yeah, Paid's nature.
It's true. You've heard it here first, folks. I'm the least green. She'll look at him and do like a little like half bow thing. It's like, Callista Mahone, sir, at your service.
It's nice to meet you, Callista. So,
Wonderful to meet you too.
I was considering giving you some sort of reward for your service. Is there anything you people require?
What does he mean by you people?
Us, Selwyn, don't worry.
Someone
Now, if he said that and you guys were just all orcs, that is probably then what you're trying to imply. But because you guys are a mixy blob of everything, that's probably just he doesn't know what your group is called. So that
Catch-all.
yeah, as a catch-all.
Yeah. I mean, are we still called the Holy Spirits or we the Wandering Spirits? I forget.
No, we're the
I don't want to
Wandering
use our
Spirits.
name. Yeah.
no.
Sidebar. I'm thinking just cash.
So
or
he will allow you
potentially
guys to
if-
take a huddle if you need to.
Yeah. Quite frankly, we're gonna need a moment because I did think we were being brought here for the property damage. So
Why?
people like when we save things, people like to get mad that things are broken.
Which people?
Everyone in Shade Host, all of them. Without blinking.
They will.
I
will.
It wasn't
He'll
them.
put a hand
There
up.
were
He'll put a hand up and say, "I will
okay.
remind them to be courteous next time."
That's what I say.
In their defense, there were extenuating circumstances of the whole
Callista.
situation.
I grab Callista into the huddle.
Callista, don't ruin
In a
this.
moment. Okay, like if we want, we can get help with the bar or just cash. I don't think. Like, does anyone really want a magic item or anything like that? Because if not, we're really strapped for cash.
If it's a group reward, probably just money.
That's just good.
I. This is a lot of if, but if my sibling needs to be rescued and I can't find a tribes member to take them, it's like I said, big ifs. It would be nice to have protection for them until somebody could get them.
Oh, I thought we were
Okay,
just sending
can I
them to
turn back
Fergus.
around and like face the king for a second?
Yeah. Which eye do you look into?
Which eye do I look?
Yeah.
I like look at his nose, which is like a trick to look like you're
Yeah,
maintaining eye
no, I thought
contact.
so. I was just asking because if you look at the art, one of his eyes aren't really there.
I know. I'm trying not to be rude, and
Okay.
I feel like he
Just-
gets a.
Making direct eye contact with the bridge of his nose, not blinking.
Feels a bit informal to just call you Hector. So, King Hector, are we talking a big reward for us as a group, individual rewards, either or? We weren't really prepared to receive one today.
Well, it can be one large reward if that's what you so want, or the reward can be divided among you. So if you want something, an object of large worth, there'll be one of those. But if you want relatively rare objects, you could each have one, or you could have a sum of silver each, or property, or whatever you see fit.
Turns back to the group. Okay. Everybody asks for a moderate thing you want. There's no point in huddling over some group consensus. Callista asked for some books or something.
I cannot overstate how low we are on quiche right now.
Then just ask for money. It's fine.
I'll note individuals, like if like two of you want to ask for money and the other three want to ask for objects, that can also be done. It doesn't have to be a universal thing.
Okay. So does anyone have anything they really want?
Like,
Because I am leaning towards spell books or quiche.
Quiche?
cash.
It's cash.
Okay.
But it's a long-running joke.
I DM me the story. Not
The
now,
whole
when you have
thing.
one.
Okay, like I guess what's everyone thinking? Like on the table.
Carl will raise his hand. Can I not be wanted anymore?
Yeah, I guess a pardon would be a big one.
Yeah, a pardon for Carl.
If that's
A kingdom for a
if that's
pardon.
all you want, yes, that is possible.
Yes.
Okay.
What were you wanted for?
Gambling. That.
Well, he had a gambling debt, and he went to speak to the noble about it. The noble decided he hated him, and now there's a
Which novel?
very large bounty on Carl.
What's his name again?
We've
I
just
don't know
been
if we ever
calling him
talked about
Baldy.
He has a full head of hair.
Yeah, not
Yeah, I think I
emotionally,
just
though.
kind of christened him Baldy.
Yeah, not like emotionally though.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever discussed the name.
Oh, he does have a name. I'll see where his handout lives. I didn't archive
Man,
this,
we're
did
getting
I?
so many people killed today.
It's a good thing you guys don't have morality points. I guess that's what I like, on Star Wars, because that might be an
we'd
issue.
be in the... Yeah.
I hope the entire town of Shadehouse is burned to the ground.
No, it won't be
Oh,
that.
I
It'll just be
rude.
someone we sent there to replace the leadership.
Oh, fucking perfect, actually. Fuck that mayor.
Did we deal with the mayor that much in Shadehost?
Yeah,
was
he
an
told us to
ass.
fuck off.
Yeah, he was a jerk.
Oh, I might have forgotten that bit. Okay.
Did I put it in the Carl folder? I did. It's Nathaniel Roberts.
Nathaniel Roberts.
Hmm. It will be taken care of by this evening.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, who wants to go next? Emmy, what do you want?
Also a pardon for something.
I would like. I mean, we're about to leave for a bit, but I assume I'm gonna come back. So when I do come back, a temporary position at court.
We're so
Okay, what are you
bad.
good at?
Lots of things.
Like?
Information gathering, talking to people as much as my introduction makes to differ.
Really
Fighting.
insightful.
Okay, I'll set something up for the Spy Master.
Fist buff?
My investigation continues when we get back to Terraborn.
Yeah, no, that's a
See
good one.
him before you leave town. He might give you some homework.
Ooh.
Oh, now I'm an agent of the king. Fuck. Okay.
You were supposed to fight the monarchy, not join it.
I'm doing it in a very convoluted fashion.
Okay, looks at Nyx. Look, we'll come back to Nyx. Looks at Mark.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask for money.
How much?
As much as you deem my service worthy of, my king.
Okay.
Every king is your king when you're in front of them.
Yeah,
Cat.
yeah.
This is true.
Okay. How does 7,000 sound?
Yeah, I'm gonna haggle with the king, gonna look him dead in his fucking missing eye. 9,000. No,
Now, if you
Perfectly reasonable.
want more, we can give you items of worth or assets, but in disposable income, we can give you 7,000.
God, I had like a clever thing, but no. Because I want everyone else to get their things, so I'm just gonna take cash because we need it.
I was gonna also take quiche if you
No,
want
okay,
to
you're
get
taking books.
stuff. Never mind. I've been given books.
Well, no, what I was gonna do is I was hoping to set up like some sort of not necessarily information network, but like access to like the Foreign Legion for security reasons, because there are a lot of undead out there. Just sort of like
You can ask for
work
that
in
matter if you
tandem.
want. Like, you're an adventuring party, you make money by doing jobs. You're gonna
It
make a
builds
hell
to
of a
my
lot of
other
money in
thing.
between here and Amberchill, just passing through town so I can get the job board.
And it's like I'm doing my best to set up passive income too, but like
Yeah.
Follow your bliss.
yeah, I'm just gonna ask for the thing I did, like some sort of communication / access to the Foreign Legion, just because we outside of them we're gonna be running into like the bulk of whatever's hiding out there. Mostly undead.
So, communication with or command over? Not
Cooperation with.
cooperation. Okay. We'll get you a sending stone to the person in charge of them.
Oh, perfect.
Please
Just
be
like me and
Gabriel.
Alec.
God, peace be Gabriel.
Gabriel is he's high ranking within the Foreign Legion, but the Foreign Legion themselves are coordinated by the army.
And the army's full of douchebags.
So you'd be talking to a member of the army that is in charge of overseeing the Foreign Legion.
Yeah, no, I can finagle this. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Can you put Gabriel on the horn, please?
Okay.
What the fuck this is? Put Gabriel.
He'll look at Cat. Or Callista. Like, he looks through the screen. He sees Cat.
Like, oh, is that what
He
that eye
sees-
does? Oh.
Yeah.
Through the fourth wall.
Okay. I'm a practitioner of the more esoteric arts. So if you have any spell books or scrolls that you'd be willing to part with, I would appreciate those.
You may have anything the previous Archwizard left behind.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's probably gonna have to stay here for more than a day.
As a side note,
Okay,
Kate, you may have
shit.
just got a tower.
Fuck! Ah, neighbors.
You may have anything. It's like I'm taking this tower.
It's my tower now.
Call it Callista Heights.
I'm really
okay.
torn about what I should ask for.
If you have a few ideas, say them, and we can talk them through.
Well,
Playing the manner,
so
not in character.
the biggest thing I'm going back and forth about is, you know, if the rumors are true and her family is kicking this child out, we may not be able to find anyone from a Furbolg tribe right away that will take them, and having a safe place to send the kid would be very helpful. And what safer place than under the protection of the king, right?
You could do that.
King's fresh off of Civil War.
On his way
But-
to another one.
But it's a lot of like if
So
you know?
if that happened, so if you brought up the problem, the king would bring up the idea. In theory, Madrigal has been sitting on Amateur for too long. We could.
Just like go for it.
But, so that would be the direct intervention that he would be able to do, which is not what anyone really wants. Now,
I thought
indirect.
he'd make a play for Silver Run first.
Well, no, he would go for Silver Run, North Breach, Ember Chill, and probably Silk Cross while he's there. He could set up like a thing for it, but so can less powerful characters like Fergus, Setsuko.
okay.
Even fucking Nicholas in Shadehost could technically do that.
I kind of am leaning towards Setsuko now that you mention it, because she'll make sure the kid's fine. Then I guess I'll just, I don't know what else to ask for other than that or cash, so...
You could ask for an item.
Druid item?
There are druid items.
Do you have something suited to a practitioner of the primal arts?
Probably. Why don't you want it to cast spells, kill people? What are you looking at?
There's something that might enhance my my effectiveness, aka my spell save DC.
Specific DC. We're back to French people.
He's a martial character who doesn't really know what a Le Smell Save DC is.
Hold on, I'm pulling up 5e tools to look at things.
How
For
about...
ideas.
Okay, here's an idea. What about something that Does that affect spell DC? What is something that affects your spell attack and damage, and you can cast druid spells through it?
That'd be cool.
Cool. He will send someone to collect it. Selwyn, you can change it. We're still in the conversation. If you don't want a job, he'll get you a magic bow.
It's not that I want a job, it's that I want to be able to fucking investigate Night Mother.
Yeah, and if you're
shit in
investigating
the
stuff,
court.
he wants you to look for him.
Yeah, if you're
Well, I don't
investigating
want him to know
mom.
I'm investigating stuff. It just
That's
seems
too
like I'm
late.
pathetic and asking for a job.
Yeah, he thinks you're a very nervous person who wants a job.
There you go. This works perfectly for your plan.
Yeah,
Actually.
thank God he
True.
just thinks you're pathetic.
Yeah, you know, like, thank God he
People
doesn't
do,
think
so
you're,
it's-
like, a spy or anything. It's like, nah, that's just a really sad elf boy.
Yeah,
Aw,
with
you can
like
see I'm an elf.
Yeah, he's got
His
one good eye.
sees all.
What
Yeah,
is-
exactly.
So
a really
what
good
is-
eye.
Is he bringing me a staff of fire?
Well,
Where's he
he's
bringing
not.
me?
He's sending someone to get it. And it's not a staff of fire.
Surf, fetch.
Okay.
Okay.
If that's everyone's request, some of those will take a little bit of time to organize. So, why don't you guys go for a walk around the many, you know, like hedges and kind of like look at the art and stuff, and he'll have those organized, and they can be given over lunch.
Sure.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you so
I mean,
much.
in character,
sir.
thank you very much for your generosity.
I'll bow.
Thank you.
Describe
You
how
know,
Nick's
we
bows.
only-
Show how she bows.
Yeah, just describe it. Like, you know, is it like a druid bow, or is it like a proper bow, or...
What's a druid bow,
I
Patmore?
don't know what a
Well,
druid bow
you
is.
you pretend to be a tree and then fall over and stand back up.
No, that's
Yes,
a
you
druid bow?
T-pose, then fall place first on the ground.
Oh shit, Nick's disconnected, guys. We need a second.
God damn it. Nix's graphic card failed again.
Just give it a minute.
Okay, so... and does anyone want to do any mischief while on the tour?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
What mischief are you doing?
I'm just looking for suspicious things. I'm poking around a bit.
Roll investigation.
Do you want help?
You can roll it individually for everyone who wants to
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, because we're trying to
Sure.
be sneaky about it.
yeah, that tracks.
Well,
I read the whole board, so I know what someone's looking for.
Okay. Kat, you notice
Yes.
that you see a strange individual in several reflections watching the party.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Beans, Mom's here. I'll just like lean over, like kind of like link arms with someone. It's like, so the reflection thing, is that new?
It's been going on for a few days
How
since
interesting.
we got to Terraborn. I think Mark has seen it. I've seen it several times.
How interesting.
I'll note for the record, you noticed it a few days ago. You don't know how long it's been going on.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
It could have been happening like when we were. Ooh.
And it could have been happening to Shade Host.
Is she watching you or all of us?
I don't know.
Did I like make eye contact with her, or is she like
And
making
she was
eyes at
She
Selwyn?
was in the court.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Is she like a spy master?
I don't know. I was
Is
gonna try
she-
and find that out.
Is this not related to your Fae encounter?
No,
I'm just asking.
it's not.
That's a whole different.
Sometimes I feel like you
paranoia.
don't listen to me, Nick.
Nix, that's a whole different paranoia spiral.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry.
I did. You know, look.
Gotta read the board. It's very clear on the board.
I didn't know. I guess I didn't follow the timeline. I thought she started appearing after.
Just look in the mirror, Nix.
I'm gonna be there.
Look in the mirror.
That, without context, that sounds really mean.
Yeah.
you gotta take a good long look at the mirror, Nix. You gotta sort your shit out.
Yeah, I look in the mirror. Do I see a creepy lady?
Roll a perception check.
No, it's like you gotta. It's like the corner of your eye.
Next.
Not just not dead on.
Roll a d100 while you're at it for me. You're looking in the mirror, you notice there's a grey hair.
No, no.
No, it's not grey. It's just ash blonde.
Just
Yeah,
The true
yeah,
terror.
someone definitely wasn't dissing you.
Look in the mirror next to Gray.
okay. Okay.
I mean, I was genuinely. So, is it like random or? I
No,
just want
she's-
to know.
She's definitely watching. Like that's the thing she's doing.
Okay.
That's not great.
So you noticed it when we got Terraborn.
I mean, it was during my investigation week, I think.
Yeah.
So after we picked up the egg, or before?
Post egg.
Post egg, yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, because
post-egg.
we had to wait for the egg. That's why we had the week. Yeah, post egg.
I gotta go back to my notes. One moment.
That's how
But-
we pull a Star Wars thing, and instead of having a proper calendar, we go before egg and post egg in our calendar.
Yep.
So if it is related to the egg, I will give you more information about what I learned about it.
I think this dovetails more with the loyal royal that situation. The royalist. Which
Yeah.
I remember which ones are which.
The necromancer.
Yeah.
Shh, we're on a tour. We can't have anyone listen to us.
Except for
As
the
we
Night
talk
Mother,
about
she is
loyalist stuff.
listening. Boy, do you love the government.
I will say the person, there are some knights with you, but the person who's leading the tour is too enthused to be on the tour with you.
Yeah.
Is anyone
Mark
actually
doesn't
paying
know what's
attention?
worse.
Please
Mark-
tell me their name is like Barbie or something.
I'll pay a bit of attention if they're pointing out,
Um,
and this is what this is.
Yeah.
No, I'd pay attention after spotting the gal and confirming it with Selwyn. I'd zone back in because I'd feel rude. So, bound by social convention.
The tour guide's name is Stacy, and she dots the I with a little heart.
Turkey.
Platform's face is
So
great.
I think Patmore was leaning more towards bootlicker middle manager type deal, and you went Barbie tour Dreamhouse.
I was more thinking overly excited Majordomo nerd. Talking about the history of
Royalist
stuff you don't...
bootlicker? Yeah.
Okay, sure. We can go with that one too.
So many words being thrown around today. Jeez Louise.
I feel like we're really mean to a group that don't necessarily deserve this level of meanness.
I feel like they do.
I mean to everyone. It's
Oh,
equal
they're
opportunity.
rich, you know? Gotta be a bit mean.
Fuck them.
That's true. They are rich. Rich people deserve to be mean too, or be. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can decode that one.
You got it. You got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good takeaway, I guess.
Mark's in hell, by the way. He doesn't know what's worse, the conspiracy behind him or the fucking dweeb in front of him.
Talking myself? I mean,
Oh boy.
So, after a little while, okay, so just so that I've made sure I've got all of this right and I haven't forgotten one. Carl, you wanted to be relieved of your crimes. Emmy, you wanted
Yes.
a job. Kat, you got the Mage Tower. Murder, you're getting a sending stone to the person who's in charge of the Foreign Legion, and Nick, you're asking for a magic item.
Yes.
Cool. So, when you eventually get to the dining hall, it is I wouldn't describe it as like a fancy meal. I describe it as a very expensive looking meal. Like, you know, you have the whole pig in the middle with the apple in its mouth. Except there's 3 of those on the table. There isn't a lot of salad, but there is a lot of different animals on the table.
Hey, having cholesterol for dinner.
This place probably doesn't serve vegetarian. Too late, someone. So, the king would be there. He would have several individuals standing behind him, carrying like the paperwork or the items needed for the handover. Does anyone turn down lunch?
No.
No, I
I
take
hope
a
it's
little.
poisoned.
I'm vegetarian, so I can actually eat any bit.
Give him like the apple in the pig's
He-
mouth.
he'll-
There you go.
He'll consider that for a moment, and he will say, "Wait here, I'll go talk to the chef."
No, no.
There's no
see
need.
what you
Please,
did?
no, it's too much.
No,
It's fine.
no, wait
you know,
here.
I have a lot of dietary
No.
restrictions.
Excuse me, he
So
asked
on.
for no pickles.
Someone, wait here. He walks out of the room.
No.
Mark's just like eating. Violence like, I can't take you people anywhere.
What are you talking about? I'm having a perfectly pleasant meal. So
Yeah,
Just
it's
to take-
fine.
Calista takes just a big ol' swig of wine. Like, okay,
It's just
Mark,
like,
do you
I
have
can't
any
stop shaking.
samples of the ale? Do you have any ale samples from our
Do you,
brewery?
you want me to be like, hey, check this shit out?
No, I need one.
Oh,
Don't look into any reflective surfaces. That includes the wine you're drinking.
holy
Calista.
fucking shit.
Don't worry. Don't worry, it's going too quickly for that.
I want to make it known that I will be passively trying to see this creature now. Not like
Got your eyes peeled for the monster that lives in your peripheral vision.
I mean, like it's been pointed out to me now, so
Yeah.
it's like
The only reason I've noticed it is because it's a new one and it's different from the others. So,
what?
Okay.
don't worry about it.
We're not going to talk about this right now. We need to wait till we're home.
We're in polite company right now, guys.
Mark reaches in his fucking next, like, backpack, just pulls out booze.
Selwyn, the tarot cards say you're detached from reality and you're exploring incredibly dark thoughts currently.
How'd they know?
They're in on it too.
That card was the devil reversed.
So the chef would come out and apologize to you, someone. He is carrying a salad he has just made for you. He looks like he may have just been ripped a new one, and he might be lucky he still has his job.
No.
You better eat that
Fuck.
goddamn salad.
You're eating that whole salad, Selwyn. Your every last leaf.
You see,
No.
you see a grown man who is struggling to hold back his inner pain.
Just eat the damn salad, so
Some cheese on it.
No.
stop it.
Should there be?
He's lactose intolerant.
No,
Okay.
it's
He's-
fine.
It's perfect. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Okay. The king will sit at the head of the table and ask if there's anything else that needs to be fixed.
No,
It's
Thank you.
It's wonderful.
lovely.
You sure?
Yes.
Just
Yes.
thank you for having us again.
I-
What the
I
fuck are
do-
you doing?
I want to compliment.
Salad in my bag.
I want to compliment the chef. I'm trying to distract the king at this point because this is crazy. The seasoning on the pork reminds me of home, so many compliments to the
Where's
chef
that?
for that. Can you pull up the
You want me to
on him,
check? Okay.
please? It is a island called Emberfall, south of Prana.
Does
West
it?
of the...
Is it within a kingdom?
Yes.
Is it?
I don't know. It's
No.
it's an independent island.
Do you have any
It's a
authority though?
volcano.
Me?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, we have an archdruid. I have a couple actually.
Next time you're there, tell them I'd like to speak to them.
Of course. Of course.
Okay, so, with the exception of Angel, everyone's item is ready. Angel, I'm just amending your item because while I like it, it needs a little bit of work.
Okay.
The specific, it's an item that comes with spells you can cast through it. I don't think the list of spells that come through it are satisfying. So I'm adding more spells that can be cast through it.
Neat.
Okay. So, Murder, you'll be given your stone. The other one is on its way to the person in charge of the Foreign Legion, so it will work essentially within like the next 12 hours. Kat, you're
is
given.
he in the capital currently? Just real quick.
He isn't. He is currently like out in the field. They're sending an express.
Good.
In the
Probably.
like not through the mail. They're teleporting someone with the stone to the location to give it to him. Which is a lot harder now their archdruid is dead.
It's at the
They had an archdruid?
Sorry.
Archwizard.
Yeah, sorry, Archwizard. I misspoke. All this druid talk threw me.
Oh, those silly druids.
I was about to be like, wait, where?
The closest to an archdruid they had got plane shifted, Angel.
Has he plane shifted back because they can do that?
Yeah, he does. He didn't get that spell.
Yeah.
And not that
Can you
I'm not
take-
saying he didn't have it prepared. I'm saying he was not that high of a level.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, so zombie, you have like a pardon, like written on paper, and permission by word that if he still follows you after this, you have the right to legally kill him.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, let's go kill him.
No.
Hey, thank you.
Self-defense. It's not actually self-defense if you shout it.
Contrary
No,
to
we'll
Captain
just
Mac's
lie.
opinion.
Yeah, it's only Captain Mac. It's not the rest of us mortals.
Okay, so Emmy, you'd be given like essentially the letter of acceptance to your new job. You
Perfect.
Bootlicker.
you were expected to be at a meeting first thing tomorrow morning.
Wait, when are we leaving?
Not tomorrow morning.
Not today or
Oh,
tomorrow
God.
because I got a lot of stuff to inventory.
I mean, I guess this gives
Do
Fergus
I
more
have to
time to
buy
figure
a
out.
fancy outfit?
That will be provided.
Did
It
you
is
just
currently-
ask the king if you have to buy a fancy outfit?
I asked Patmore, not the king.
The king
Uh,
is pretty cool, it seems like.
The king.
I don't trust him.
We're floating on good grace because his house didn't burn down yesterday. We're floating on good grace right now.
He is in a
And we're
very
burning through that shit.
he is in a much better mood than he would have been if you said like, "Oh, we tried to save your house."
Like, I bet, like, comparatively, he's in
We
a
did
great
our
mood.
very best to save your house. Alas, it was lost to the flames. But okay. Is there anything I have to do to have a tower? Do I have to pay taxes on it? Like,
You
what's
do.
going on?
Um,
Eh.
You can also sell it. You know, you don't.
I'd love to sell it. I
Are you
want to see
interested in
what's
becoming an
inside.
archwizard?
Like skill wise, yes. Eventually, these things take time. Um, and I am right out of metaphorical wizard college. Uh, but currently, no. Uh,
Currently, no.
listen. Call me in like 5 years when I've figured out how to cast better spells. Because, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm saying I'm vastly underqualified for what you would require in an archwizard.
That's not necessarily a problem.
I think it is.
It's more of a ceremonial title.
But I would probably not go over great with literally anyone who can cast higher than 4th level spells. Me being above them. It's a caster thing.
Well. Okay, your loss.
Yeah, sorry. It's a lot of responsibility. I'm just legally allowed to drink, so.
Feel free to take the bottle with you. Thanks. Okay, so, Andrew, I'll give you your item probably after the session. So the summary of what it does, just so you know what you've got, is it gives you a +2 to attack rolls and damage if you use it as a weapon. With or without, like, so in theory you could use it with Shillelagh and then use Wisdom and +2. Additionally, when you do spell attacks, not spell saves, but so if you cast Scorching Ray for it, you get +2 to the attack roll, not the damage. So it's you essentially have the archery fighting style when you use this and cast spells at people. The additional to that, you're immune to high altitude and severe cold weather, such as hypothermia and frostbite. Next paragraph is it gives you 10 charges. You regain 1d6 plus 4 charges daily. If you spend the last charge, you roll a d20. On a 1, the staff shatters. There is a list of spells. It's one charge per spell level. That's what I'm currently working on because I disagree with the amount of spells it's given you. Additionally to that is if you use this weapon as a melee weapon and you strike a creature or object made of stone or earth with a staff, you can expend 5 charges. The target must do a DC 17 con save, and if they fail, they take an additional 10d6 force damage. So
wow, big stick.
It's on top of being good for hitting people with and casting spells with, it's technically good against earth elementals and stone constructs and stone structures like walls and stuff.
What's it called? Naturally?
It's called the Staff of the Peaks.
Fergus better watch out if he ever pisses you off.
Fergus is considered a creature made of stone for the sake of this.
Yeah, so no sparring with Fergus.
So the spells that it has given you, and I'm amending this list because I'm not satisfied with it. It currently gives you Jump, Gust of Wind, Ice Storm, Snow Boulder, Wall of Stone, and Fault in the Line. 2 of those you won't know what they are because they're third-party spells because it's a third-party staff. Snow Boulder is essentially a ranged spell that does more damage to the more distance it travels before it hits the target because it's like a snowball. And Fault in the Line is a spell that kind of creates like a line attack, and it does damage to people who are in line. It's like a version of Lightning Bolt. So a lot of the spells that will be on this that I'll add will essentially be in the field of transmutation, geomancy, and stuff like that, because the stuff's about manipulating Earth. Cool. So
So
with that-
I'm really cool with the stuff, but one day I'll get a thematically appropriate weapon.
yeah, when you complete your background.
Um.
Look, I'll put it this way.
No, I
I
think it would've
have
been too
a
hurt-
staff lined up for you when you complete your background, and that
Okay,
one is
guys.
thematically appropriate.
We've got to go do my story, my quest.
And that one affects your spell save. That's one you want.
Um, I figured it was too much to hope that you'd be like, yeah, I have a staff of fire.
No, you're not going to get staff fire. You're going to get something better than that.
It just it sounds like a reflavored staff of healing. So
Kind of. The book it comes from, which is the it's like the Vault of Magic, has a bunch of different staffs in it. A different thing you could have got, but it was a little bit underpowered compared to what you are, is the Staff of Thorns, which has like all the Thorn Whip, Entangle, Spike Grove, Wall of Thorns, stuff like that. So there's a lot of staffs in my compendium that are just spell type staffs. Bless you.
I was yawning.
Okay, bless you for yawning. So, with that in mind, I'll send that to you after the session. But the lunch will go ahead. Is anyone doing anything dumb, or will you guys end your audience with the king?
Best behavior.
Yeah, we're leaving as soon as we
I'll
can.
behave.
You know, there's not a lot of guards in this room. You know, if you want to.
No.
Now that you mention, I'm kidding. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You know, he looks surprised. Looks at the arcane assassin.
No.
That's just on her best behavior. Butter wouldn't melt in Callista's mouth. She is on her best behavior.
I've never heard that expression before.
Butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. It's like making that really innocent face, like when people suspect something of you.
What if I told you he had magic items on him? Yeah, you could loot those.
Patmore,
he's
no.
fucking dead now.
We're not doing it.
It's not worth the treason charge. We have to traverse this area again.
You know, hang on. Let me tempt Murder one more time. Hey, Murder. On his waist, that looks like a short sword of 9 live stealing.
I'm not actually tempted. I don't give a shit. If
You
we
know
do
that-
kill him, we just send this entire region into civil war. That's gonna be fun.
But Murder, do you know what a sword of 9 live stealing does?
Oh my
no
god.
fucking idea.
Patmore, no.
On a critical hit, if the target has fewer than 100 hit points, they do a DC 17 con save, and if they fail, they're instant killed.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Does
I'll
that
come back
tempt
for
you?
it. No, I'll just come back for it.
I'll come back for it.
Okay.
I also don't want to fight a man who has that sword.
Look, he's definitely a warrior king. Like, he likes fighting. But that's fine. Anyway, so after lunch, he will ask if there's anything else he can do with before he releases you back into the world.
No, thank you.
Thank you so much for your kindness, sir. Your Majesty.
I'll be back in the morning.
I will most likely also be there
He
for the tower thing.
his parting advice is if anyone in my kingdom crosses you again, tell me.
I don't
We'll
trust
keep
this.
that in mind.
Okay.
I do not
Uh,
trust this.
Absolutely.
Next time a giant devil invades, we'll leave some for you so you can, get your licks in and kick his ass. That said, thank you for your hospitality. We'll be leaving.
He'll think for a moment, and maybe he'll throw you a second stone.
It's like, hey, call me when you get a good fight.
If if you're needed, I will call that.
If I'm needed,
You as a
generally
collective.
you.
okay. I thought he was literally just giving me his stone to call him up to
Like you, in theory, you could call his assistant with that.
But he's
You got his pager number.
Nice.
he's establishing a line because he knows we're valuable. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a beeper number. That's okay. Okay.
And he will say in passing, like, if you guys start a diplomatic incident, it's not necessarily a problem. He will either wink or blink, and then you guys may leave.
Okay.
He'll
Oh,
do one of
boy.
those for sure.
Something happens with his eyes. Please leave, everyone. Let's go. Hustle, hustle. Chop, chop.
You know, what a nice guy.
What a terrifying man.
What do you
I
mean?
like him.
Like,
That's
a man
with-
like that.
That's a man who's being cordial, who also possesses a lot of power. So,
That's a man who sent thousands to their deaths and didn't give a shit.
I
To
mean,
be
that's
fair,
a politician.
he was present.
Like, both of
It's
these
not his
terms.
fault they didn't survive.
Yeah, like he did.
Yeah, good.
Well, okay. Man who has a lot of power and is terrifying. Man who doesn't give a shit about sending thousands to their death. Both of these just describe a king. Like any of them.
Yeah, and I don't like kings.
Like, the only thing that makes him different than most kings is that when he
His
goes
one
to
eye.
war, he leads from the front.
He
Well,
puts
that
his
too,
money
I
where
guess.
his mouth is. Or his eye is.
Like,
Was.
which is pretty good for like a king that's older than 60.
Yeah, he's
Old
scary.
King Goldeneye.
Well, okay. Anyone want to go look at a tower and figure out how to sell it?
I don't.
Sure.
Maybe you don't sell the tower. You could keep it, and it's
Rent it out.
your property now.
Start an
I don't know how to
Airbnb
pay
in it.
taxes.
Rent
You
out
have
the
to pay
magic
taxes
tower.
on it.
Yes, I confirmed that with him.
You can then. Really?
Yeah, I just asked.
I hate this place.
I don't know how to pay taxes, Nix. I'm 21. I've never
Look.
owned property before.
So like I know what taxes are, but I don't see. Look, I lived in a tribe. Now we had like running water and all that shit. Like we're not the savages, but everybody just provided for each other.
When your society gets large enough that you can't put thumbtacks in your leader's bed, you have to pay taxes to exist in a space.
I'll note for the
I feel
record,
like-
Kat, in the pile of paperwork you're given, it does explain when you need to pay taxes and how much you owe.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Look, just
Because I
rent
didn't
out
want
the
to figure
tower.
out how to put thumbtacks in his bed.
Yeah, I was
Just
about
rent
to
out
say.
the tower to like level 1 wizards to make them feel important.
Make a
I just
wizard
Like this
school.
great, like Schnitzel.
I just
Yeah,
want to
it
note
wizards-
for the record, if it turns into a business property, like you start selling stuff out of it, you'll have to pay a percentage of what you're earning through that. But like each year, you have to pay 500 silver.
See, that
Okay.
is that. Look,
That's doable. Okay.
right.
um,
So why get rid of it?
And
Mark,
it's a
do you
year
want to open a
starting.
bar?
It's a year starting
in
now.
the tower.
Okay.
Do I want to open a bar in the tower?
You wanted bars in places with teleportation circles. I'm assuming, this is an assumption on my part, I'm assuming the man had a teleportation circle somewhere in that tower.
Like,
Do
I
you-
guess this just works out great for me. Like the Archwizard just fucking dying last night. I guess, fuck scheming and plotting, just blind luck it. Just fucking go.
You say that like we haven't been doing that the entire time we've been a party.
I haven't. I've
Oh,
been making plans.
Right.
There are coyotes outside my window.
Shoot them.
I love them.
How?
How?
Do they fly?
live.
You're on like the third
No.
story.
No, I'm on the second story. They're on the ground. But they're howling.
So they're not outside your window, they're outside your property.
I mean, I know they're like in my backyard.
Okay.
Right below my
Looking
window.
for stuff.
What? Anyway, where are you guys going? Was it tower?
Yeah,
Probably
we gotta.
Wizard Tower. Yeah.
Let's check out this wizard tower. Maybe we won't have to sleep in Selwyn's apartment anymore.
Yeah.
Rude.
It's not rude.
It's okay.
I've had to sleep on the floor.
It'll be nice not to have so many people in my place.
You could
It'll
stay
be
here
nice.
too.
No,
It'll
I
be
like
nice.
my place. I know you guys don't like it. You shit on it all the time, but I tried
Your
to make that
place-
place nice.
Your place is
And-
lovely.
We have so many unresolved issues as a collective. We all have these little nags that we just want to bring up with each other.
Emmy, day 100.
That's the most accurate way that a bunch of people hang out together. You have your little things that annoy you about the collective, and you hold on to those forever until they come up.
So, going to the property, it is a 5-story tower.
Okay, I
Ooh.
should get my notes out. Or, well, my
With
separate
your
notes out.
documents, you would have the key.
Okay, I will
You will
do the
need to
key.
get a spare one cut and sent to the king, to the palace, because this was their spare.
The other one did turn to dust with the guy, huh?
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
the one that normally opens the door is not available anymore.
Yeah.
So, Kat, within your paperwork, you'll be aware that if there are any city endangering problems within the tower, you are obligated to solve them. By the by, everything in the tower is yours, including any golems he has in the basement.
Fair enough.
You are required to report if there's a homunculus army dormant under the tower or anything like that. Just as a side, if there's any plots to overthrow the palace.
Yeah, if there's an army of darkness underneath the tower, I should probably tell someone.
So, do you put the key in?
I don't really trust it, but yeah, sure.
Which way do you rotate it?
Hold on. Wait, I guess the correct way, the left one.
Is left the correct one?
I'm gonna be real with you. I've got my hand out right now, and I cannot think of it. I think so.
I have to
correct
turn.
one.
Yeah, it's left.
I never lock my house because the only door I come in is my garage door, and I just shut the garage door.
No, it's to the left.
Yeah, turn left to unlock. This guy's probably a dickhead, so he probably turns it right. Turn it right.
The Archmage or the King?
Yes.
Yes.
Look, the king was
Just checking.
arguably the nicest benefactor you guys have ever had.
This
It's
is
true.
He's the
Okay.
only benefactor we've
Can
ever
I
had.
read my documents to see if they're like, hey, the one time we had a guy do this, he exploded if he turned it left?
Yeah,
Is
there's
that in the
nothing on that.
documents?
No.
Okay, cool. I'll just turn it left like a normal person.
Okay. Turning it left, you find that there's on the other side, there's what I'd describe as a lounge. You've got some couches, you've got a fireplace.
Like,
Okay.
it'll take some remodeling, but we can make this into a bar.
I'll describe the aesthetic here. Gothic cigar lounge.
Yeah, we could.
It's
work
gonna
with
need
this.
a lot of remodeling.
So, where is this place in the city?
Like near the center, near the palace.
Yeah, I'm neighbors with the king now.
This is
Which
a
is
bit. Don't
why
sell
I
this
was
place.
I'm very nervous right now.
Don't
calm
sell
If
down.
I okay, if I turn it right, what happens?
Can
Or,
I
well,
offer
I would
a-
only know.
Can I offer a suggestion, Kat?
Of course, always.
Don't forget you have detect magic.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll detect magic stuff.
Can I do my Fey one just to?
Yep.
case.
Emmy comes up as a foe.
I knew
Damn
that.
it. Gets us every time.
No, there's not any fey magic here. But there's a lot of arcane magic. So Kat, there is magic on the door. There is magic on the fireplace. There's magic on basically everything here. Some of it is just residual magic just from a lot of it. Some of it is illusion magic. There are some permanent illusions here. You don't think some of those books are real.
Okay.
The
Bro is faking how many books he has. Like, I read for sure.
the fireplace has like a
Yeah.
conjuration effect, which means you can determine that that's like one of those ever fires that will just burn forever.
Mm-hmm.
The magic on the door is a evocation effect. You think potentially if you try to open it without the key, it might explode. Who knows? There is a staircase that goes up and down. You can roll an investigation check.
Okay. I will do so.
Do you want some help?
I would love some.
Can I just, like,
Hey,
go sit
look
on
at
the
that.
couch?
Good job, Selwyn. Thank you.
Yes, you can. Murder. I would describe
Is there
this as a
magic?
+1 couch.
Awesome.
As you sit back, it starts reclining.
Wow.
This is good.
So that was a good roll.
During your investigation check, while the fireplace does emit heat, you do notice there is a compartment within the fireplace that if you could get to the behind the fire, you could probably interact with. You're
Okay.
aware of a trapdoor going up and down, and you're aware of a mechanism within the bookcase that would move the bookcase.
Okay, wait. Compartment in the fireplace. Trapdoor up and down. And secret bookcase.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Cool. So it doesn't give off heat. Can I just like reach into the fireplace, or does it still?
No, it does.
like,
It
hurt?
does emit heat, and it can't like it will keep burning even if you put it under water because it's like an everfire. But there is something behind
Oh.
it that seems to
Oh.
open. So
I could dispel, but I don't want to get rid of the fire. I don't know how to cast Everfire.
Do you want me to just reach in there with my metal arm?
Oh yeah, you have a metal arm, don't you?
That's, like, permanently on fire by itself.
it's
The
a good
arm's
thing-
not getting any
And
fucking
they go-
hotter.
And they also can do the
Sure. Mark,
Iron Hand
stick
thing.
your hand in
so-
it.
You
See
can
what
also throw your
happens.
bird at it.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah. Mark, stick your hand in it. See what happens.
Alright, fucking, I reach in there. Try to find the compartment that's behind the fire.
Okay. Touching the kind of the back panel in the fireplace, your hand goes through it.
Oh, fancy. I hope it doesn't blow up.
Should I send Torley in?
Oh, is
to
it a
see?
safe?
My thoughts exactly.
I'm an expert at these. I only blew up 2 houses. It's fine. 1 second.
Please don't blow up this one. I just got it. Does Mark feel anything, or?
Is it just like an illusion or like a pressure plate?
It's an illusion. But
Unless you
it's
want
an
me to stick my
illusion with
head
a
through
spell cast on top of it that makes it not appear under detect magic.
Ah, neat. So he was careful. Okay. I guess we could like shove Torley in there to see what's going on.
You could also just set fire to Selwyn and push him through.
I mean, yeah, but Torley already comes set on fire, so like
Yeah.
that's one less.
Yeah.
That's one less step I have to do.
But think of like Selwyn as like EV in Pokemon. Get Fire Selwyn.
Oh, we do have fire. We have Drama Selwyn and Ghost Selwyn right now.
Yeah, like
We
unlock
need
it.
Fire Selwyn.
You make the other variants.
Okay. I think we're gonna stick with like putting the nugget in there and see what happens.
Okay. On the other end, there seems to be a very long corridor. Based on your understanding of the structure of the tower, you've already taken up more space than the base floor.
Oh, it's
I
bigger
would
on the
explain
inside.
that
Yeah.
to Callista.
Can I tell you guys something?
Shoot.
Magic's been a
Anything.
problem every single fucking day of my life.
Is this not
Every
something
day.
you wanted?
No, every day I wake up.
Tell me about it. I'm in the same boat as you.
Yep.
Should we
Okay,
just give
so when-
Setsuko a call and have her just sort this shit out because we don't want to?
Oh god, no, this is something I have to deal with legally. Okay.
I'll also say, like, she's willing to give you favors, but if this is like a several-day endeavor, you would have to, pay her.
Oh, there's like I would give her fucking salvage rights here if she wanted to sort it out with me, but yeah, I'm gonna try and address this.
Like, I'll note, only your rich friends are willing to just help you without payment, i.e. Fergus.
Yes.
No, so Fergus can pay her.
No,
I mean,
I'm gonna sort through this. Hopefully.
No, I just meant
Is
get
there,
Setsuko
like,
in
a-
here as a person that can actually cast Everflame.
Technically, I just want to clarify the spell in universe is continuous flame. Everflame is
Yeah.
how you describe it, but it's technically continuous
Whatever.
flame.
I
is the
don't
second level
give a
spell.
shit.
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay.
Whatever.
Is there like a mechanism that opens into that never-ending hallway or whatever?
Nope. You think he probably had a way of being immune to the fire, or potentially there's a way to turn it off and on.
Okay,
Is
cool.
it like a person-sized fireplace, or did he crawl?
It wouldn't be crawling. It would be like the fireplace is probably it goes up to like halfway up your torso. So like you can't bend over and walk in, but not crawl.
Okay, well,
Okay.
cool. I'll just
Like a dwarf
Can I-
could walk straight through without crouching.
Well, I don't super want to deal with that right now. I'll dispel it later and deal with it then. What's okay? Do we want to deal with the never-ending hallway now, or do we want to deal with the trapdoors in the secret bookcase,
Or every other floor.
or
Yeah, no,
literally
there's
every
multiple
other of the 5 floors?
how about this? We have made note of all of these things on this floor. We'll go up to the next floor, make note of all of those things, and so on.
Yeah, and then I will spiral into psychosis. I will see you all in 3 to
hell.
5 business weeks, and I will have dyed my hair a new color. But yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Calista.
what do
Mark
you
lays
want-
down on the couch.
What do you want to do? What
Scream.
do you want to do?
I want to scream, but let's start with going to the 2nd floor.
Okay.
Okay, the second
Like-
floor is yes.
Like, Nix, this is like being handed a druidic island and being like, go ahead. You're
that sounds
a
like fun to me.
child. Go ahead.
You are not a child.
No, but trauma has reduced me to this.
I like
So-
how self-aware she is. Like, you know what? I'm not
When trauma-
mentally equipped to handle
When
this.
traumatic events happen to people younger than their majority, oftentimes development sticks at the age that the trauma occurred.
That sounds made up.
I know. I thought so too.
You
This
want to
guy
just
was
sell this
very
to
soft.
Setsuko?
No, I'm going to handle it because I'm a grown-up.
So anyway, second floor is a library.
Oh God. Okay.
Books.
I guess I'll roll for secrets and traps and shit,
Yep.
and then circle back for blood magic and necromancy and the dark forces of darkness or whatever. Oh, hey, that's
Okay.
good too.
When you detect magic, you'd be aware that there is a large amount of books in this room that are under the effects of conjuration and transmutation. You think under the right circumstances, some of these books can wake up and fight intruders. Just looking around, there's a lot of books on a lot of different things. There is probably books on all the things someone mentioned. There are so many books here; it's going to take a very long time to identify where they are.
Oh,
And
fuck.
not all the books, like, then don't think of like a library and everything has like what they are printed on the spine. There are books entirely without like writing on the side. This seems to be stuff he collected in the footy. Yes, Murder?
Not related to your explanation. You
Okay.
can continue.
Do you go up to the next floor?
Yep.
Next floor, you have the guest bedrooms.
Excellent.
There are 4 of them. They are all identical.
Is there a heated bath in here somewhere?
Not on this floor.
Oh.
So, Cat, investigation check for this floor.
Okay, hold on. I'm writing stuff down.
Okay.
24.
At the end of the session, could you send me a copy of what you've written down so I know what you've learnt?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The external wall around the bedrooms has a crawl space in it, so you have a way of going in between the rooms without entering the the main section corridor here.
Mm-hmm.
So in theory, you can go from bedroom 1 to bedroom 3 without walking through the center, and murder someone in bedroom 3 or something, and no one will necessarily know. You are also aware they are soundproofed. If you put Carl in one of the rooms, close the door and screamed, you wouldn't hear Carl on the outside of it.
I don't know how I feel about that fact.
She'll go in and shut a door and do another 8-second scream and then come back out.
Are you good?
I'm fine. Why?
Do you need a hug?
I'm fine. Why?
Do you need a hug?
I'm fine.
I'm giving you a hug.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Okay, so the 4th floor is the master bedroom.
Okay.
It is
Oh, bad one.
quite vast. Imagine a size of bed that is bigger than king.
Emperor bed.
Alaskan king.
Maybe. There is a private bath up here. It's nice. It's full of a bunch of like someone else's clothes and
Yeah.
toiletries.
Mark, I found more pants for you.
They would
I'm
not
not wearing
fit.
a fucking wizard's pants.
Going up to the 5th floor, you have a observatory. Like
What
from
a
a celestial stance.
What a douchebag.
Even though there's a roof and there's no actual windows here, the actual ceiling of this room is transparent. So
Okay.
I'm so happy he's dead.
Investigation.
Yep.
Or okay. That's better.
You don't know how to affect this, but there seems to be a way of changing what the walls show.
I think you need a tutor.
I need divine fucking intervention, but
I
yeah, a
think you
tutor
need
would be a
to
good place to start.
level 13 times.
Yeah, I agree.
Just generally, like I need to level 13.
I'd like that.
To the basement.
To the basement.
Okay. Basement floor 1.
Oh no! Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
You have like a very large like training area. An area that seems to be designed to withstand a lot of punishment.
Or something his hammer or something.
Okay, roll an athletics check. Cat, is that investigation for the basement level 1?
That was the top floor. Hold on, I need to roll for that. 2.
Okay. You are aware. Buried under the sand of the practice room, there is a teleportation circle on the ground.
Oh hell yeah.
Carl, the only thing you injure is your elbows. The walls feel like they're designed to absorb vibrations, so it just hurt to hit it. Cool.
Oh.
Cat, basement level 2.
Okay.
Okay. You've found the bath.
The public
Like
bath?
it's more of a swimming pool.
We could turn this place into a kick-ass tavern. All I'm saying.
We
Right.
could. I would like that. I would have to detooth so much shit in this house, though.
You would have
It
to
would be
disarm
worth
so
it.
many traps.
Yeah, it would be
Little
like a year's.
surprises.
It would be a year's endeavor to declaw this place.
No,
I can
there's
help.
There's just
I'm
little
good at traps
surprises
sometimes.
for people that are too
Yeah.
curious.
Well, you are magical now.
Someone just breaks
Okay.
down.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Start sobbing.
Basement
I
level
know
3.
all. I know all of the bath secret. Or no, not the bath secrets. The basement level 3 secrets. Bath secrets is 23.
Okay. You have found what seems to be the rooms for servants. This is also where the
Servants'
kitchen is.
quarters.
This is where all the cleaning supplies are. This seems to be the utility floor.
Did he have any servants?
There doesn't seem to be any here.
Well, he probably used unseen servant or something like that. Or
And
whatever
why
the
would
fuck
he
that
have
is.
rooms for them to sleep in?
Guy before him,
Maybe he
Maybe.
used undead.
maybe.
And he was like,
Maybe
it's
he
funny to
used
put
undead.
skeletons in bed. I guess my guess is maybe he's just weird.
Maybe
Well,
he's
he
just
was
weird.
that. He was that, but that's not. Okay. Is there a basement 4 that I need to worry about too?
There is. Your key doesn't seem to work on the door though.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I mean, darn.
This is the demon lord room. Don't go in here. This is where we keep fucking Dormammu locked up. Don't fucking open that door.
Okay.
This is where the original sinner's kept.
Ah, damn. Modar. We
The
found
one place
him.
that could hold him, yeah.
Contain him. Okay. If I detect magic, it's magic lock and stuff?
Oh yeah. That is
Not
a
like Spellwind
masterwork
lock?
lock with a arcane lock put on top of it. There is also a glyph of
Okay.
warding on the door.
Okay, like I can plop a couple dispel magics on that if we really
Can
want
I
to open
Arcana
the
check? Because there's more. I just
I
want
would-
to see if you can identify it.
Okay.
Is this the time when we
17.
fuck around and find out?
We both fuck around and find out every day.
I'll note on the record the door is also enchanted with the effects of an immovable rod.
I don't want to know what's behind the door, if I'm being fully honest.
So for the record,
do.
I think it can stop up to £20,000 or something like that. I'll have to double check how an immovable rod works, but I think that's the DC. I think
How-
that's the...
Is there room under the door?
It is 100% flush.
Leave
About the
cursed
keyhole.
door alone.
I
The
want to
keyhole,
see what's inside.
Look for the keyhole. You see, you don't see through the other side of the keyhole. It seems like there is a chunk of metal inside the door, dividing the two keyholes.
Can I hear anything?
You want to touch the door?
No, I want to listen at the door.
And sorry, I just want to amend my earlier statement. You believe that it would the door can stop up to 8,000 pounds of weight against it. Now, which for the record of people that want to kick it, it's DC 30. Now, hearing, you don't hear anything through. You think the door, like the guest rooms, have been soundproofed in the same way.
Oh darn! Can't get in. She'll start walking upstairs.
Okay, where are you heading?
Oh god, what's the biggest problem? Okay.
All of them?
Yeah. Nix, do you see why I was behaving the way I was behaving?
I think this is fun.
This is sent directly from hell to torment me. But that's fine. It's very nice, and I appreciate the king for giving me this problem.
To be fair to you, I'm pretty sure the king did this because he didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Both of Callista's eyes are twitching, but not in sync with each other.
His plan was just have it dismantled.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would have done too.
The devil in the basement would appreciate that one.
Yeah,
The king would just
fucking
murder the devil.
Yeah, okay, I'm not dealing with the Balrog in the basement. That's beyond both my pay grade and the amount of willingness to live that I have.
Yep.
So, floor 1 sounds great.
It's got really,
Unless
really
anyone
nice couch.
would... Yeah. Yeah, no, she'll take like 5 minutes and just like lay face down on the couch and then get up and try to deal with stuff.
Roll a con save versus sleep.
Oh boy.
You find it's very hard to avoid the dreamer's embrace.
It's true. Yeah, but okay, we're leaving the evil basement alone. I will look Selwyn in the eye and say, I do not want you to touch this. The basement is scary. I'm saying that as a caster who can cast more stuff than you. It's scary.
Yeah, so that sounds like a
Like,
dare.
Selwyn, behind Callista's back, Nyx is like, I think it sounds like fun. Like, mouthing it at you.
Let me see if I pick that out.
Calista just like whips an arm back with one finger out at Nyx, like,
No.
no.
That one's just like, what's that about a pie?
So, your interpretation of that is you think... Okay, roll me a D100. Okay, hang on. And I'm gonna I'm gonna DM you what you think Nyx just tried to tell you before Callista silenced her.
Someone's like, yes, Nick, we
Lisa,
should
why
kill
are you
everyone.
not at all curious about it? Are you not even a little bit curious about what might be in there?
I am curious about the door in the same way that a person is curious about what happens when they breathe their last. I fear it. I respect it. It's none of my business right now.
I mean, it is your business. It's your house.
Not if I can't open the door. He should have given me a key to that door if he wanted me to deal with it.
Well, I think, to be honest, to be fair, yes, we probably should see what notes the wizard had on this thing, but when we do open the door, I want to be there.
Oh,
We're
you
not
will be
opening
there.
the
I
door.
will be behind you if you are so inclined. I don't like the door. If you like the door, you can certainly greet the door.
It's stupid to cause ourselves more problems. We're already gonna get called for every little thing this kingdom has to offer. It's kind of like waggle the sending stone.
You're the one that wanted the sending stone.
No, this one links directly to the king.
Well, why
Yeah.
did you take it then?
He threw it at me.
Are you gonna say no? I don't want your contact number, Mr. King of an entire country that we're standing in front of, surrounded by his guards.
To be fair, it works both ways. Like, you can technically also call the king's secretary when you have an issue.
Yeah, when I get more good favor, I'll make sure to be like, hey, king, buddy, let's go out for drinks sometime. But, like, till then,
Okay, so I'm going to tell me what you want me to work on,
moment.
because
Emmy, roll perception, roll a luck check. Continue, Nix.
I'm going to. What do you want me to work on? I can do the fireplace because I can do the thing with my hand. What is going on, Emmy?
Emmy, you yes to your additional question, and no, you don't see anything else weird in the mirror.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm just like I'm not really up with the whole tower thing. I'm just gonna say out loud, like, I want you all to know that no vampires are allowed in here. That's explicitly being mentioned right now.
Are you sure?
Mark Mimes being thrown
Well,
out by a telekinetic force.
I'm pretty sure the way it works is now that the ownership's changed, any vampires that did have welcome no longer have welcome, right? Isn't that how that works?
Everyone who's interested, roll religion.
Oh, I'm debating if I.
Vampires are neat. I know things about stuff.
Some species.
I'm an
Okay.
expert on this.
Selwyn knows things about things.
Emmy,
Add it to my knowledge list.
edit to
This
Mark-
makes a lot of sense.
Mark.
That also
vampires
makes a lot of
aren't real.
sense.
Mark hits you with a hard stance of vampires just don't exist.
That almost vampire thing we fought before, that was just a weird bird.
No, that was a bat monster, not a vampire.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
be ridiculous.
Well, do bats exist, Mark?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But
He's not an idiot.
Emmy, add vampiric knowledge as a tool proficiency, and at this point, because you've nat 20'd every information I've asked you to roll about them, you can just give yourself expertise.
Ooh,
There you go.
expertise on vampire. Selwyn the vampire hunter.
Yeah, now
I'm
you
turning
actually
into
are.
Marith this entire time.
Well, you are a
Pursuit
Gallic
of
rogue.
Nerith. Yeah, you are.
But Murder, your understanding of vampires is, there are the closest thing to vampires that exist are either like bat monsters or like werebats. Everything else is just something else. There's no such intelligent undead that live in society don't exist.
I'm glad Mark is having all these strong stances.
Yeah, they're like raccoons, not real.
Mark has chosen so many hills to die on. He's just like jogging from hill to hill on defense all the time.
You know what I think about the knowing mistress? Fake as fuck. You know what I think about the past capital of Madrigal? Fake as fuck. You know what I think about vampires? Fake as fuck.
Yep.
Like
All of the
raccoons
above,
and volcanoes.
Nothing.
I still can't get over the volcanoes thing.
Well, they're not real. What are you fucking saying?
It's gonna be really interesting when Mark eventually, the whole party goes to, your druidic island that has a volcano at the center.
Oh, clearly that's the only one ever.
It would make sense that if that was the only one, then Mark would never have heard of it.
Yeah,
I see 3 on my map right now.
No,
It's the only one.
Yeah, no, only one. Like mountains that cry like molten rock. That's fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
Fucking ridiculous.
Okay. Anyway, so I guess to work out how we're gonna do this, do you guys want to take a second set of downtime to do this to investigate this building over the next few weeks? Do you guys want to sit on it for a while and leave essentially after someone's meeting the following day? What's the current plan?
So,
Hang myself.
first thing is, based on my understanding of time, not the next day, the day after Selwyn's meeting is 3 days from when Fergus said he would have an answer. and granted, it may take a little longer because he's got to like remind his fucking source to stop being an asshole. But if we don't have to like break some kneecaps, that would be great.
Like, in
So-
We can just tell
theory,
the king about him.
Yeah, that's true.
don't out Fergus's spies to the king, please.
That's the height of rudeness, guys.
Yeah, no,
But
I
we
was
could
not
threaten
serious.
him with it.
Like, don't play
So-
that game, because then he's gonna start to have to out you guys to, the mage hunters or whatever.
Yeah. So
No, please
basically,
don't.
if we aren't urgently needing to leave, it would be nice to wait for that information to show up, and then we can kind of figure out from there.
That's fine with me.
I will just throw it out there, just so that we, just to make sure we're always under tension and stressed. Keep in mind that the plan, at least up until a while ago, was to visit the Earth people because they might be able to solve the Fergus issue, which is still an issue.
Nah, fuck him.
It is.
Okay, good on you, Murder. The
No longer my problem. I don't care.
Why is it no longer your problem?
Fuck him. Fucking got like 2
Why?
days out of my entire thing that I did to help him, and then wasted those 2 days killing things.
What?
I don't care anymore.
That doesn't make any sense.
How does it
Mar-
not make sense?
Murder's mad because all of the prana points that he gained fighting in the Colosseum, Fergus basically spent on the fight with the fire guy.
He didn't spend
And Mark
points
is
with the fire
frustrated.
guy. He was using bombs. You guys heard
The,
explosion?
Well, there you
fucking, the beholder and the bat. Then he used.
Oh yeah,
like,
that one.
He used like his fucking sword on both of those.
No, he
To
didn't do
help
anything to the
us.
bat. I
Yeah, he
thought.
wasn't in the bat fight. He was only in the
Yeah.
beholder fight.
He did use his sword, so that's where the frustration's coming from.
No, like he did use his sword then. That is true, but he was doing 0 damage to the beholder without it.
Well, he wasn't really that useful with the sword anyway.
Yeah, he took a big hit for Nyx.
Yeah, what are you talking
Well,
about?
he doesn't need the sword to take a big hit for Nyx.
Makes him feel. It makes
That
him
is
feel
true.
better.
He can just take it on the chin.
Does the sword help him fucking take a big hit?
Yeah,
No,
it's his
Uh,
emotional support sword that cost his
You know
life.
what I need to do now that I've taken a death rate to die faster? I need less of my soul present.
Hang on. Let me bring up his sword stats. Does it make him any
Anyway.
better at taking a hit?
So,
Lets him eat.
Okay.
The sword turns things to dust. If that helps.
I mean-
okay. Let's focus.
Oh, and
Yes, let's
technically,
focus
I think I brought this up a few months ago, but technically, if he kills something with the sword, that also generates a point.
No, you didn't. Like, ever.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I
Technically,
would've
if something is
remembered
murdered
that.
with the sword, that also generates a point. So
Uh,
I have
the
some
sword can pay
rats
for
that
it.
he can have.
It has to kind of be like a humanoid.
Damn, we have
Sick
gone
of goblin
so many
hunting.
orphans.
We've gone no, more than that, we've gone on so many killing sprees that we absolutely could have Fergused our way into and out of. If he had that sword and we could just be like, hey, here's a whole pile of Durgar.
Generally, what that sword does is it kind of pays its own upkeep. Like, in theory, it can generate more points after that, but if you are down... It costs 1 point a round to have active. It costs 2 points to activate in the first round. So, in theory, if you're killing things fast enough, you can generate more points than you're spending, but it's hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
So-
Fergus aside, continue.
So, okay. How long, in character, how long do you think it'll take to do your business in Madrigal?
List of points to herself.
Out of
Like
character.
me? Oh. If I'm being honest, I can wait up to 2 years to do it. I would rather get it done sooner, but it's not pressing for
The
2
only
years.
reason is unlike Mark, I like Fergus. So,
Um,
I've tried the literal most to keep him alive. He's just a
Fergus is
dickhole
nice.
about it.
Yeah, I like Fergus, so if we can help him, I would prefer to do that, and then happy to take a back seat from there for a while.
I will. Did I cut out again? I think I cut out again.
Like, legitimately,
There we go.
the only reason I'm holding off is I kind of want to hear what Fergus has to say, one way or the other, about my possibly on the street sibling.
I'll also note for the record, if you guys get something like a teleportation circle scroll, which is theoretically something you guys could try to purchase in the city, you could use that to negate your return time from going to the Earth place, because you wouldn't have to
That is
worry
true.
about
That's a good idea.
return travel time, because because teleportation circles kind of work as checkpoints. You can just reload at your checkpoint if you have the teleportation scroll.
That's true.
Right.
Which means you don't have to worry about trying to get to level 9 before teleporting. In theory, if you invest in these scrolls and you learn these circles, you can jump around.
Okay.
The I will give you guys an update on travel time during the week. I think you'd have to travel to a port, which, let me look at a few different maps here. I think the closest fishing port is probably Silver Run, so that would add time, but generally speaking, a boat is faster. The alternative is you go through the desert, which isn't necessarily fun, but it's also generally less encounter filled. There are creatures that live in the desert, but they're a lot further apart, so we would do like rolls for every several days of travel instead of like every day of travel. If you guys want to go there with an extra level of like, we don't want to get lost in security, you can always like go part of the way with a caravan. Yeah. Other alternative is, you're in the King's Court now. In theory, you can just go murder him, take over Vermilion.
No.
That's always on. No, it's a back burner. That's always on the back burner.
It seems like a lame job.
Yeah, I agree. This place sucks.
Yeah.
No, only some people can say that.
Okay.
Carl, do you have any thoughts you want to add to this?
No, Carl's just along for the ride right now.
Okay. So I
I
guess...
was vibing.
Yes, Meta?
No, I think the problem with going to the Rock Druids is Fergus no longer mathematically makes it there. Either way, if we go by boat, we're knowing our luck, we're probably gonna run into a fucking lake kraken. If we go by like caravan or like foot or whatever, we just don't make it there numerically due to the sheer days. Because he's a dickhole to take care of.
Could we not like prep a lot of his medicine and stuff to bring with us?
That only gives him advantage. It doesn't.
Yeah, but we could
guarantee
also
it.
give him, because none of us are currently attuned to it, but if we give him the Monkey's Paw of Fortune, that would be pretty good for some days, right? Because he gets the +10.
In
That's
theory, that's 10 passes out of successes. Sorry, that's 3 passes out of successes. 5 passes out of successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got there.
Yeah, I got there eventually, thank you. And keep in mind, Cat also has once per day rerolls.
I do have jangles, so I wasn't aware I could jangle Fergus points, but yeah,
you
I'm
generally
willing
don't
to.
have that at the end of the day.
You are correct. I will start spending 1 jangle a day and saving 1 for Fergus.
And Cat, at level 14, technically you can just decide he passes that check.
Yeah, just power level to
Because,
that.
Look me in my virtual eyes and tell me Fergus is going to live to when we are level 14. Look me in the eyes and tell me Callista's is going to
Okay.
live that long. I'm living
well,
on borrowed time.
I think it's somewhat irrelevant. Once you get to level 11, you want to switch out for your Orc Barbarian. So,
My point exactly. I'm going to throw Callista back into the magic pit where she came.
Rip.
Aw.
Back to hell with you, Callista.
Back
So-
beastie.
I know we keep going back and forth about what we're doing, but
Okay.
what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, guys?
Okay, so I think the initial... Everyone is in agreement or indifference about going to Teros's Rise, which is where the Earth Druids are. The only question is whether or not time is spent first to do activity with Cat's Tower or other stuff in this city. So the only question is, right, do you want to do more stuff in Terraborn, or are you leaving and then coming back to do stuff? Because a lot of your stuff in Terraborn can boil over for a bit.
Aside from dealing with the immediate necessity in the tower, and also tearing the tower apart to see if he's got a teleportation circle scroll somewhere in here, I am fine with leaving Terraborn to simmer until it inevitably scalds like milk, and dealing with the Earth people.
I'm fine to do that as well.
Oh, good.
Murder.
All the stuff I have in Terraborn is like extremely passive, so I'm just waiting. So yeah.
Okay.
But we're still spending 3 days to wait for Nyx's information, right?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay. Because then I'll just talk to Andrew Yates in that time. But
And
that's all I have to do.
I'll
And my new job.
also note for the record, the path to go to the Earth Druids, it doesn't immediately take you entirely out of reach of turning back and heading towards Amber Chilliford's immediate. And it's not like you guys will be out of communication range, especially because Cat has sending and so is set to go.
Yeah. I think that's worth it. It's 3 days in Terraborn, and then start when we kidnap Fergus and go to I cannot read that. It's too zoomed out. Terrorize.
Terroros.
Terrorist, whatever. I
No,
can't.
Terros. Terros.
Terrace. Cool.
Yeah, I apologize. It didn't occur to me until I uploaded it, but the map is actually slightly too big.
That is all good. Lots of details.
Look, like I don't have a problem with doing the druid stuff. Perfect time for it. Like with what we have going on. I just generally don't think Fergus makes it.
But we
That's
might as
fair.
well try.
How did you feed him before?
Yeah, baby food,
Oh,
one
is that
go,
in
get
character?
crushed apples. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Fatmore. Okay, before it was go to the arena, fight the thing they bring in, beat it to near death, put it in the back rooms. He sucks it up. He gets a percentage of its life force.
Okay.
So in theory, if you
Oh.
guys have a common encounter each day, and it is like not an undead or a construct or an ooze,
We have to take things alive, and then we have to like give him some space, and then he does something.
Let him work
Okay.
through
So
it.
do we give you guys like a week or something, or because it feels like we're just kind of pushing back the inevitable versus like going to
my
actually find a
initial
cure,
plan
right?
Before I got fucking murdered, was to like fill him up so that he has like a month or two in him, so he can make the trip. So far, he's sitting on like less than a month still.
Okay, so do do you think, like, does Mark think that it'll be more productive then to stay in Terraborn a bit so he can build up
Like I think I could
his
probably
mojo?
do. I can probably do. Like I can do the thing for those 3 days, and we just see how it turns out.
Okay.
If I'm like really pumping out like lower level encounters.
You can also, you don't have to do it alone, you can bring your big green mean friend.
And it doesn't
The
have to
Hulk.
be in the combat arena. You can just go outside the city, right?
That's true. Like, if you want to do it with Fergus himself participating, you could also do it outside the city.
I don't
Like,
like
there's gotta be
outside the city
stuff.
because there's a Deathwalker out there.
There is.
You give me a
But
lot of problems, but not a lot of like solutions, man. Come on.
No, I gave you the solution. I'm just saying I don't like outside the city because there's an immortal fucking Deathwalker out there that nearly killed me and Fergus while we were going to the lake last night. And it knows us right now. I can like go with Carl in the arena, like beat up things, especially if they're like CR like 6 or something. Easy. Done. I can do that for the next 3 days and we see how much we get. Because it is still random chance. I don't remember what system Patmore is on now. I think it's something to do with hit dice.
Oh, So, how it currently works is, when you have the unconscious creature, you do a Charisma Devour check versus the the creature's Charisma save. If you beat the target by more than 10, you gain a number of prana points equal to the target's hit dice plus half their level, or applicable. If you beat the target's roll by less than 10, you gain a number of prana points equal to half the target's hit dice plus a quarter of the level. If you beat the check by if the target saves, nothing happens. If the target beats you by 10, you lose prana points equal to your level. So technically, if you roll a fucking 2 and they roll a 20, like it can they can suck prana points out of you.
Fucking nothing is perfect, goddammit.
Nothing is perfect. That's correct. But it's a charisma devour check. I believe like Fergus has like a 16 charisma or something. And technically,
And
Yeah,
if
he has
I'm
the
with
mental block.
him, which I would need to be anyway, because I unless Callista desperately needs me at the tower, if I'm with him, I can make him better at charisma checks.
so technically he's rocking a 7 to that. You can
Like,
add guidance to
again-
that. You can also give him advantage through enhance ability. You can't do both at the same time, but you know what I mean. Like there are ways to mitigate it.
Right, I can make him better at charisma checks.
Yeah.
So
And he's mostly up against literal like magical beasts which have negative charisma.
Yeah, like it's unlikely for one to fail, but the reason why there's like a fail chance in there is mostly for the benefit of players. Like if something tries to devour your prana while you're unconscious.
Like I get that. It just like I can spend the next 3 days doing that. I think.
so let's do it.
Okay. I'm not against that. I'm mad at him for making all my previous work null.
I think there's like there's ground to be gained on the Fergus front if like the 4 of you go into the arena and start killing things, or like go out into the wilderness and start killing things, and I like kidnap Setsuko and we can figure out what salvage rights she wants here and I can do that.
Make it a bar.
I'm kind of planning on it, yeah.
So my question is, do you guys want there to be a out of session during the week in which you guys can fight things in the arena, or do you want to make it a skill challenge?
I wouldn't be fighting in the arena. I'd be with Fergus, right?
Well, you don't have to be with him for the whole day. You can be in the arena and then afterwards be with him.
Okay.
So, It's up to you guys. There's no Star Wars this week. Technically, we could do it on the Star Wars slot if you guys wanted to spend an hour doing a few different combat encounters. Alternatively, we can just roll a skill challenge to see if it works.
I'm down for a combat encounter. If that's what everyone else wants to do.
Murder?
Thinking.
Okay, Amy?
I don't mind either way. I probably prefer the skill challenge, but are we all fighting or is it just 4 of us?
It's just the 4 of you. That's why it wouldn't be a session activity.
Okay. Well, because I don't know if that would coincide, like, timing-wise, if we're doing it during the downtime. I have to go do my new job, and then I was going to go talk to Andrew Yates, so I don't know how much time that would leave me to fight
The
with
fight
the
would be
gang.
like a combat encounter for an hour in the middle of the day each day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be fine. I could squeeze that into my schedule.
Yeah.
put
Like
those in.
honestly, I could too, but I'm going to be hard in on the tower.
Yeah.
Tower time.
So, your opinion, Angel?
I mean, that's fine. If this will put Mark at ease with.
Well, no, I mean like your opinion on doing a skill challenge or doing like a.
Oh, I honestly do not care. Whatever you guys want to do, tell me what. I don't care.
Okay, so we've got a yes but no, and a I don't care. What are you at, Murder?
Like,
You're the deciding vote here, man.
the problem is skill challenges are so like anti-player. Like if this fucks up, we just do nothing for 3 days. But the other problem is I've already been through this with Patmore where I did like 5 fights out of 20, and it was just draining.
There will be 4 of you, which I think will make a difference. It can also
Yeah,
be different
fuck it,
sorts
let's
of
just-
fights because there are sorts of like the other difference is like a fight against the 4 of you isn't going to be a 7-round encounter with a Hydra. It'll be like a 2 or like a 3-round encounter with a Hydra if that's what comes up.
All right, fine. Let's just do combat.
And we'll wrap up in 5 minutes, but before we do, to kind of answer the message Zombie put up in Discord like 4 hours ago, the sinister thing I did is if anyone wants to click on that token, there should be more buttons at the top of the screen.
Light
Sure.
heal status.
Do we have access token?
So if you click on your token, what buttons appear at the very top?
Light heal status.
Really?
Yeah.
One moment.
You
It
fucking
may...
lied. You did nothing.
Yeah, damn
These
it, you
might
got
be
me.
old tokens.
It shouldn't be a token thing. Let me show us a token action. Ew. Okay, hang on. 1 moment. Worked it out. They should be appearing now. Just wait a moment, and I'll have all 4 of them up, and then click on your token again. Okay, go now.
Oh, so much.
Oh hey, now we get the roll crits.
I fumbled. Yay.
I decided I didn't like the crit and fumble tables, so I made 4 new ones.
Wow.
Like, good on you, man. I'm glad you have free time.
That is a true statement, if I've ever heard one.
What? That I'm glad that you have free time.
No, that I have free time. Yeah, that's why they're all the rolls, because I decided, you know what, we need better crits.
Pretty cool.
They're
the
also
instant
designed
death
this
one?
way so that there isn't the question of like, I don't really want them critting a player because they might, there's no like insta kills on the crit tables. There's like
Oh,
technically
that's cool.
if you crit someone and then you roll a 100 on the crit table, the worst thing you can do is like a permanent injury, which is up to like the discretion of the moment, which might be like, oh, you lost a hand maybe, or it might just be, like a leg injury, your movement speed might be permanently decreased, but that's a 5% chance on top of a 1% chance, so it's unlikely.
So I can't still shoot people's legs off with an arrow.
You still can, yeah. They're just it is slightly less likely. Technically, to be fair, it's actually a 5% chance with a 5% chance because 95 to 99 also does stuff like that. Let me bring the table up. Critical hit table. If I click that, does it? I won't post it. Okay. So the 95 is you strike with debilitating force, roll initial save damage dice. So it's like an orc or a barbarian crit. You just get to do damage a third time. They suffer a permanent injury chosen by the GM. This permanent injury can be healed with extended rest and determined length by the GM. So it can be like a missing leg or an arm or whatever. It's just whatever's appropriate. The difference between that and a 100 is that also imposes exhaustion on the opponent. So, you do extra damage, you do a permanent injury on them, as well as giving them a level of exhaustion. Yeah, so the other thing I was thinking of, like, if you guys want to do stuff in the tournament, you guys might get to play the crit table a bit, or the fumble table, depending on who's rolling.
Very fun.
Oh, and the continent map that you guys are currently on, it's in its first finished state. It technically will get revised at some point because, of course, it will. But as of the moment, it's done.
It looks really good. Very polished.
Yes.
Thank you.
I want to go to many of these places.
Which
Because
place you want to
they
go
look
to the
cool.
most?
Creeping Quagmire.
I was gonna say the Creeping Quagmire seems fun.
Okay, Kat, are you also a Quagmire girl?
Yes, I want to go to the Quagmire.
I
Emmy?
also
I'm taking it all in. Let me decide which one.
I'm strangely a fan of the Garden of Babbed.
That is a very interesting place you want to go to. It has some relation to the technically.
Wait, is that the?
Yes, probably.
Is it the one from the last campaign that I never got to go to? That I'm still mad that we never got to go to.
Maybe. Which last campaign? I've had so many.
This is true. The first last campaign.
The garden.
Nice.
So that's related to the Woad, who are kind of a cousin species to the Firbolg.
Oh, I think Angel and I are talking about something. I'm talking about the Misty thing. The
Misty thing. No, well, okay, sorry. No, I was talking about the Garden of Babel. But the Misty Isle, it may have come up in the last campaign.
No, I'm talking about this place up here.
Yeah. The garden is inhabited with the Woad, who are the cousin species of the Firbolgs, who are not culturally similar to your people. I would describe them as closer to halfway between your people and the Reavers from Firefly, is what I'd describe them as.
That could be literally anything. Those are on nearly opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just like a bunch of like average guys.
Yeah, like wouldn't that make them if
Just
they're
a bunch
halfway
of
between
guys.
Druid, Furbolgs, and Reavers? They're kind of like normal.
Hang on, let me
Just
bring
a
up
bunch
the,
of office workers.
let me bring up the culture notes. Okay.
If we're actually done with the session, I kind of want to go sleep a bit.
How dare
earlier.
you,
go
Meta.
here.
Go sleep, Bernie.
Unacceptable.
Okay, I'll just fucking stay awake all day.
Yeah,
Go to bed,
sit
Murder.
down,
Go to bed.
Murder.
Go to bed.
Yeah, so what I'll say, just before freeing you from the Mortal Coil murder, so it seems consensus is we're gonna do the free encounters in a side session. Does the time slot we normally run Star Wars in work for everyone? Can someone who's in Freedom Land translate that time for zombie?
7 p.m. Eastern
On what day?
I do have
on
a
Monday.
session that I technically run that day, but I'll probably just cancel it because I'd rather do this instead, honestly. So
Hey.
There you go.
That is your prerogative.
Hey, every DM needs a break.
Yeah, I've been there. No matter
I'm
how
not
many
running
breaks have I
today.
taken.
I'm not running today. I need to go kill some shit in my other campaign. You guys play Monopoly.
I mean, I don't tell them that, but I mean, I'm not running my session on Saturday because
You want to play Monopoly?
I don't want to do anything.
That's fair.
That's fair.
All right. Good night, gang.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for the session.
Night.
Not everyone.
Remember to-
Angel, I'll DM you. I'll DM you when the staff is done, and it'll be in your folder.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
Adios.
Bye.